This is Farmington Knights football on KDKZ Channel 18.
Welcome back to Poplar, Bluff, Missouri. Froggy 96 is KYLS FM, Ironton, Farmington, a service of the Dawkins Radio and Television Group. I'm Aaron Cox in Poplar Bluff, Froggy96online.com worldwide. Also download the TuneIn radio app for your smartphone. Week 3 of high school football conference play here in the Bluff tonight. Farmington's first real long road trip, about a 2-hour drive down US 67. As tonight, the Poplar Bluff Mules is a record of 2 wins and no losses yet on the year. The Farmington Knights 1 win and 1 loss on the season. Farmington won the coin toss and has elected to defer to the second half to receive the ball. So Farmington will kick it off. The Poplar Bluff Mules will receive. 88 degrees here in Poplar Bluff, Missouri. The winds are calm. A heat index right now of 95 degrees here at kickoff time. Looks like we're going to kick off just 2 minutes after 7 o'clock. Delay in Potosi as the Black Cats of Fredericktown, the Potosi Trojans. A lightning delay. Dave Ward on AM 1450 and 1039, the mix. That game is delayed about 15-20 minutes. Also under delay is DeSoto and North County. Looks like they've got some lightning in their area. That game was Sam Lawson on 107.1 The Zone. The right leg from Kraus is end over end. It's a high one. It's going to be in the end zone, fielded by the Mules. In on the reception was Eli Dawson, the junior wide receiver, picked it up for the Mules. Poplar Bluff will start their first drive on the 20-yard line. Our coverage is made possible by Grand Rental Station, Signs, etc., and Brayler Tire. Bringing you high school football on Froggy 96 and Froggy96online.com. Thanks for being a part of the evening broadcast on this Friday night. Again, Aaron Cox on your radio. We've got high-definition video of this game available coming up Sunday afternoon on KDKZ Channel 18 and KDKZ18.com. Poplar Bluff first and 10 on their 20. First offensive possession of this game. Their quarterback, number 7, Cameron Meisner, takes it, hands it to B. Wynn. Wynn gets back to the line of scrimmage and is going to pick up just a few on the carry. Wynn is tackled by number 34 for the Knights, Gavin Duncan. Again, 2 rain delays, actually lightning delays. Potosi and Fredericktown are delayed in Potosi. North County and DeSoto are delayed in North County. We will be bringing you updates all evening long from other area games. A lot to bring you here on your radio. Thanks for making us your sports station. The only FM station to bring you this Poplar Bluff Farmington game in the Farmington area. It'll be a gain of 3 on the play, 2nd and 7, and the quarterback, Meisner, goes up the center himself, but it's going to be a collapsing hole by Farmington's defense. There to collapse on it was Scotty Roberts along with Ethan Barron. A good job at the nose by Patterson as well. It'll be a 3rd and 7, no gain on the play by the Mules. It's just underway here in the first quarter. 11 minutes to play in the first. Other games to bring you. We'll have Central and Perryville updates, along with St. Genevieve and New Madrid, Windsor and Festus, Hillsboro, and Seckman. It's a 3rd and 7 as Meisner, the quarterback for Bluff, goes in the air and it's intercepted by Farmington's number 5. That is Westbrook off to the running game, and that's where Farmington's going to start this off. The pass was intended up the center to Austin Jefferson, but it was broken away by Farmington's defense. And Tavin Westbrook, the sophomore, is going to pick up his first interception of his 2014 season. And the ball is overturned. So 1st and 10 Knights playing on the Mule 23-yard line as the quarterback takes the snap. Busenbark sets back. It's a long pass in the air and just over. It was way on the back end of the end zone. Well out of the intended range of his receivers. Intended for number 48, Trevor Keith. Also in reception position was number 20, Braden Kraus. Farmington's in their traveling gear as they were last week. Gold pants, white jerseys, gold numbering, lightly trimmed in black with black helmets, and the gold F with black shoes and white socks. 2nd and 10 Knights on the Bluff 23 after an interception by Westbrook of Farmington. And Busenbark takes the snap. This time he puts it into the hands of his tailback, number 4, Braden Bond. Bond on the carry is going to pick up just a few. 10:23 to play first quarter, no score, but Farmington's on offense. The Knights kicked it off, and on a 3rd and 7 from their 23, or from around the 23-yard line, the Mules threw an interception to Westbrook. Now it's a Farmington 3rd and 8 on the Mule 21. Busenbark takes a snap, drops left, looks for a pass in the corner. It's in the air and just out of the hands of his intended receiver, number 21, Tyler Finch. Finch had 2 hands on it but couldn't quite close it down to bring it in for a reception. So Farmington gets a good break with that interception, but now they can't capitalize. It's a 4th down and 8 on their own 21 with 10 minutes to play in the first. As Braden Krause, I think, may be lining up for a field goal. Farmington's going to try to get something up here. The officials have yet to get under the field goal. He's going to kick it off the 27-yard line. So it'll be a 37-yard field goal for Braden Krause. The snap is there, the hold, the kick is end over end, and I think he got it. He did. 37 yards, and Farmington goes up by 3 with 9:54 to play in the first quarter. And Krause makes it a 3-0 ball game. We'll be back for the kickoff in 60 seconds.
When you need the right tool, you can come see us. Grand Rental Station, for professional advice that you can trust. Grand Rental Station, everything that you'll ever need is right here in our store. You know we've got it all and so much more. We're the folks to see for all your rental needs. Grand Rental Station.
Hi folks, this is Mike from Brailer's Tire in Farmington. Let's face it, in this area it's hard to find somewhere to get an alignment done. Well, that just isn't the case anymore. Brailer's Tire is now your alignment headquarters. We can align anything from a tractor trailer to a compact car. Stop by and see us for an appointment or give us a call at 756-8383. Brailer Tire, just south of Farmington on Highway 67.
Big wheels rolling, moving on.
After a 37-yard field goal, Farmington will put it in for 3. 9:54 to play first quarter. It all started after the Mules started on offense, but threw an interception on a 3rd and 7. Farmington came up with it and couldn't do anything offensively. They were in a 4th and 8 situation and decided to kick a 37-yard field goal. The kickoff hit the end zone, and so Bluff for the second time tonight will start on offense on their own 20. 1st and 10 Mules on their own 20. 3 wide receivers to the right side, and Meisner throws a quick one to the right. Up to the running game, it's a complete pass to number 88 for the Mules. That's Tristan Francisco. The junior wide receiver picks up a good 8 yards. 9:41 to play first quarter, 3-0 Farmington. Thanks for joining us on your radio and online, Froggy96online.com. Other games in the area are delayed. North County DeSoto is in a lightning delay along with Potosi welcoming in Fredericktown. We'll have coverage of those games later on. Quick one as Meisner goes out to Francisco, but he's quickly wrapped up at the ankles. Farmington's defense all over him was Chris Smith, and Smith wraps up Francisco for a loss. It'll be an 8-yard loss, so put him back 3rd and 10 from the original line of scrimmage at the 20. 8:56 to play first quarter. It's a 3-0 Farmington lead. Froggy 96, 95.fm and Froggy96online.com. Coverage made possible by the Boulevard, Hood's Discount Home Center, and Ross Minute Mart. 3rd and 10 Mules on their own 20 on their second offensive possession. Knights are up 3-0 and are working hard on defense after a defensive tackle by Chris Smith on the last play. Meisner puts it into the chest of Big Win, his tailback, and Win's going to get a little running room and then gets wrapped up on the left side. In on the tackle for the Knights for the second time is Chris Smith. And Smith's defense, his efforts are really making a mark on the game here tonight so far.
5-yard gain brings up 4th down.
Wynn did pick up 5. It's a 4th down and 5 to go. Mules on their 25-yard line as they indicate that they're going to punt the ball away. The man that's going to be doing the punting, I believe, is Francisco. As the ball's there, the right leg is into it. It's end over end. It hits the 46 and takes a bounce across the 50 to the 48. That's where Farmington will start their second offensive drive after they were able to intercept a ball from the Mules in the first quarter. 7:49 to play here in the first. 3-0 Farmington on top of the Mules. Mules have had 2 offensive possessions after an interception and then a 4th and 5 situation. They had to punt it away just now. Still in the first quarter, our game is underway. We've got broadcast delays in North County as the DeSoto Dragons and Raiders look to get started there. Sam Lawson will have that coverage on 107.1 The Zone. Also in Potosi, the Black Cats and the Trojans are delayed. That game on AM 1450 and 103.9 The Mix. 2 wides each side. Farmington on offense, 1st and 10. Right side pass to Krause. He gets back to the line of scrimmage, goes right side, and gets rolled up, but he's going to gain about 6 on the carry. Braden Krause on the completed pass, and he gets out of bounds. It'll stop the clock, or it'll actually keep the clock rolling at 7:23 and counting. A gain of 7 on the carry as a 2nd down and 3 into the chest of Braden Bond from Busenbark. The handoff from the tailback to the quarterback to the tailback. And I think that he got enough for the first down, and he does. The official indicates move the chains. It's a first down Farmington. 7:18 to play first quarter. It's a 3-0 Knight lead over the Mules. 1st and 10 Knights playing on the Mule 41-yard line. Busenbark, 2 wide receivers each side. Left side, he is just out of the reach. The intended receiver here on the left side was Finch. And for the second time, Finch has not been able to come up with a football here this evening. He ran just a little bit too hard. He was just out of the mark of Busenbark. And when Finch looked back, he realized he had gone just a little bit too far, so starts backstepping and couldn't come up with a complete pass. So should be a 2nd and 10. The down marker in front of the chains hasn't changed. 2nd and 10 Knights from the Mule 40. Busenbark, 3 wide to the left, 1 to the right, takes the snap, fakes the handoff, goes left side. Number 48, the complete pass. Trevor Keith up the center down to the 28-yard line. In on the tackle for the Mules, Austin Jefferson. And I think that's a Knight first down. It is. It's a gain of 12 on the carry down to the Mule 28-yard line. Trevor Keith picks up his first complete pass in the play, and we've now hit 7 minutes to play in the first quarter, and Farmington is showing their spirit here tonight. 2 wide receivers each side. It's a split 2 formation. Busenbark takes it, hands it off to Bond. He angles up to the left, center of the mark, and a flag comes into the play. First penalty of this ball game comes with 6 minutes and 51 seconds to play. We'll see what the official call is. Holding on the Knights. So it'll back the Knights up after they had a first down. It was a 1st and 10 from the 28. Braden Bond couldn't do much. He got back up to the line of scrimmage. It wouldn't have been any loss, but a penalty, an illegal hold in the back. The hold's going to set the Knights back 10. So a first down, 20 yards to go. Now playing on the Mule 38-yard line. 6:50 to play first quarter. Knights are up 3-0 after a 37-yard field goal from the right foot of Braden Krause. Busenbark takes the snap, looks right side, 3 wide receivers, and a bad pass. The intended receiver had a hand on it, and that was Braden Krause, and he could not make the completion. 2nd and 20 Knights from the Mule 38, 6:49 to play in the first. Coverage is made possible in part by Bellatu Salon, the Steel Horse Junction, Clark Power Service, and the Unitech Career Center. 2nd and 20 Knights from the Mule 28. Split receivers each side, 2 to the right, 2 to the left. Braden Bond moves off to Busenbark's left side. They'll do a tailback swap, and then Busenbark takes a snap, shows pass, goes left side, and a completion. The pass is completed to number 48, Trevor Keith, in on the tackle for Poplar Bluff, number 56. That is Nick Joachim. Trevor Keith on the completion is going to pick up right at 10 yards. So it's a 3rd and 10 Knights. They need another 10 for that first down all the way at the Mule 19-yard line. Split receivers again. Busenbark takes a snap for Farmington. Passes a line drive. No pass interference. And the intended receiver, number 10, Ken Pham, couldn't get a hand on it. Heavy pass coverage by the Mules. Brer Alford was all over Ken Pham. 4th and 10 Knights. They're going to have to punt this one away, I'm afraid. And it comes with 6:19 to play here in the first. Knights do lead 3-0 after a 37-yard field goal in the first. But wait a second. 4th and 10 Knights from the Mule 28, and they show going for it. 4th and 10. Busenbark sets back. It's a deep pressure. Ball's in the air, and it's in. Finch, touchdown, Knights. I think he has it. Finch was into the end zone, tackled at just in front of it. And he's short, and I'm saying short by a half a foot. Short by a football length. 1st and 10, 1st and goal Knights, excuse me. Big completion on 4th and 10 for the Knights, and Busenbark takes his snap, and he's going to run in it himself. And he's got it for the touchdown. Farmington will get into the end zone for the first time tonight. And it comes with 6:01 to play in the first quarter. We'll wait the extra point. And a stoppage of play. We've got a Mule injured. Can't get a number on him from here. He's on his back, and we will have a timeout for an injury. Nonetheless, Busenbark on the quarterback keeper off a 1st and goal. Puts it into the end zone from 1 yard out after a 4th and 10 all the way back on the 28-yard line. So we'll take an injury timeout with them. Stay with us. High school football, week number 3. Knights up 9-0. We still got to kick that extra point, and we'll do that just after this 60-second timeout. Stay with us.
Everybody's favorite convenience store in Farmington is now under new ownership and new management. Ross Minute Mart on St. Genevieve Avenue in Farmington is the home of the 79-cent fountain soda. Any size, 79 cents. Roam the aisles to find something good to eat or drink, or chill out in the beer cave. Fuel your vehicle and your body with a cash discount on fuel, and then grab a Hunt's Brothers pizza. And if you're in a hurry, just use the drive-thru. That's Ross Minute Mart on St. Genevieve Avenue in Farmington. Are you new or returning to the biker scene? Not quite sure what you're doing? Stop by Steel Horse Junction in Farmington and let them guide you in this exciting lifestyle. At Steel Horse, they don't care what you ride, just as long as you do it safely. That's Steel Horse Junction in Farmington, the old log cabin at the junction of 32 and Highway 00, where we live to ride and ride to live.
Knights go up 10-0 after a 4th and 10 from the Mule 28. They decided to go for it, and it was a good call because Tyler Finch would get a long pass, get it down to the half-yard line, and then Brand Busenbark would quarterback keep it right into the center of that Mule end zone. Knights go up 10-0 with 6:01 to play in the first. Good evening live in Poplar Bluff on Froggy 96, and we are understanding a lot of heavy lightning around the Bon Terre, Park Hills, Belgrade area. We're tracking it on interactive radar from KDKZ18.com. The games between Potosi, North County, and DeSoto delayed, and I understand they're saying that they could be delayed for as much as an hour. That storm is moving with quite a bit of intensity. It's got the possibility for some severe weather, quarter-size hail possible, and some damaging winds. It's moving north at just 8.2 miles per hour, a slow-moving storm. As an Aerovac helicopter comes into land near the football field, and Krause puts the right leg into it, and it's going to hit the end zone once again. 3rd time tonight that Krause has put it into the end zone. And Farmington now will take this one, a 10-0 lead with 6:01 to play in the first. Thanks for being a part of the broadcast on Froggy 96 and Froggy96online.com. Again, I'm Aaron Cox in Poplar Bluff. Coverage is made possible in part by Cozine Memorial Chapel, along with Megasports, Barker Racing Services, McGee Equipment Company, Bluff Travel Agency, and Boycom Cablevision. 1st and 10 Mules as Meisner puts it into the chest of B. Wynn. He goes right side, and he goes out of bounds up to the 23, 24-yard line. Forcing him out of bounds was number 5. That was Westbrook. Now, remember, Taven Westbrook was the man who had the hands on the football and got that interception. .5:56 to play in the first quarter, 10-0 Farmington. It'll be a 2nd down and 6 Mules from their 24, a gain for 4 on the last play. Quarterback Meisner's going to hand it off this time to number 11. That's Briar Alford. And a flag on the play. This one might be a hold on the Mules. Again, we are indicating that we are seeing a lot of storm activity near Potosi, Belgrade, along Highway 8, also up near Bon Terre. So our game in Potosi on AM 1450 is showing that they're going to be delayed for quite a while. And also in North County, Sam Lawson's delayed for what sounds like maybe an hour-long delay. If you're looking for those game coverages, they are going to be delayed tonight. It's going to be a penalty on the Mules. The penalty is on Poplar Bluff. It's a 10-yard penalty, so a holding call. So it says a 2nd and 14 from the Mules 16-yard line. The quarterback Meisner's got trips to the right, takes the snap, looks around, his pocket closed. He's got a little throwing time, and his pass is well out of the range of his intended receiver, which was Ross Russian. Russian was up near the 45, and the quarterback Meisner threw the ball back at the 35-yard line. Heavy pressure by the Knights defense pushes Meisner out of his place, and now a 3rd down and 14 from the 16 of the Mules. 10-0 Farmington with 5:45 to play in the first. Again, our other games, Potosi, Fredericktown delayed. North County DeSoto also delayed for what sounds like it could be nearly an hour. We'll bring you updates about that later on here in our broadcast. 3rd and 14, and the quarterback Meisner thinks he's going to keep it. He's got a little bit of running room, and the pocket opened up for him for a second, giving chase to the Knights. He avoids 1 tackle, 2 tackles. Finally, he gets a 1st down, and a huge play by the quarterback. Number 7, Cameron Meisner, comes up with a big 1st down for the Mules. The final man on the tackle for the Knights was Logan Dotson. Dotson on the guard had to come all the way. Meisner, the quarterback, avoided not 1, not 2, but 3 tackles, and then finally was forced out of bounds by Dotson. Good footwork by the Mules quarterback. 5.5 to play here before the end of the first quarter. A 1st down for the Mules. 1st and 10 on the 37-yard line. Meisner takes it, puts it into the belly. Let's see, that's Francisco, and a flag on the play. A dual tackle in on the Knights defense. Jacob Cluck and Jared Nicholson on the tackle. Francisco picked up about 6 on the play, forced out of bounds around the 44. Holding on the Mules. 2nd hold call tonight on the Mules. That's another 10 yards for the Mules offense after they got some good momentum after Meisner, the quarterback, really had those feet working and got himself out of some trouble. Thought we were going to see a quarterback sack by the Knights defense, but the Meisner's quarterback skills really started to kick in, and he found little pockets, dashing here and there, and got himself an open spot. 5:15 to play in the first, 10-0 Farmington. Farmington kicked off the ball to the Mules. They capitalized on an interception, and a 4th and 10 situation back on the 28 got them all the way down to the 1-yard line after a completed pass to Tyler Finch. Now here's the Mules on a 1st and 20 from the 27. The quarterback's in all kinds of trouble, and it's going to be a loss for the Mules of around 5. Big stop for the Knights defense. In on the tackle was number 42. That was Scotty Roberts. Also, Braden Bond in there on the tackle. Braden Bond getting his work on defense as well as offense tonight. 4:50 to play first quarter. Week number 3 of high school football. Next week, Farmington's at Jackson. So now it's going to be a 2nd and very long for the Mules as Meisner, the quarterback, goes left side to Francisco. He gets back to the line of scrimmage, hits 1, gets by, and then finally tackled on the 2nd stop. In on the tackle for the Knights was number 80. That was Logan Dotson again with some big tackles tonight. Talk about big tackles in week number 2. Cameron Haynes, 19 defensive tackles last week against North County. 4:11 to play here in the first quarter, 10-0 Farmington. First conference game for both of these teams. Many teams across the state seeing conference action this week. North County's at home this week against DeSoto, but that game is delayed for what we hear could be up to an hour. When it resumes, it'll be on 107.1 The Zone with Sam Lawson. 3rd down, 16. The quarterback Meisner, and a big completion again. 1st down, picked up 17, make it 18 on the play. Got all the way up to the 49-yard line. It's a Mule 1st down after the quarterback keeper from Meisner. Farmington's defense just can't quite get a hold of this quarterback tonight. He's got some good footworkings to him, That makes him a very dangerous threat. When you see a quarterback who can twice get himself out of trouble and get some big yardage, you know you've got yourself a good quarterback on your hands. Trip receivers to the right side, a single receiver to the left. 1st and 10 Mules and a flag in the play. It's a 1st and 10 Mules on their own 49-yard line. Flag in the play, and we'll stop to see the official call with 3.5 to play before the end of the first quarter. Coverage brought to you by Southern Bank along with Traeger's Gun Shop and First Midwest Bank. It's a penalty on the Mules. I think it'll be a false start. That'll be their 3rd penalty. It's a 5-yard penalty on the Mules offense. They do get to replay that first down. So 1st and 15 Mules now back on the 44. Thanks for being a part of week number 3 of high school football. Coverage is made possible by our friends at Ferrone's Pond and Poplar Bluff, Meeks Builder's Choice, along with Poplar Bluff Wind Electric. 1st and 15 Mules from their own 44-yard line. Farmington lines up on a 4-3 defense. They're going to keep those safeties evened up. Right side pass goes to number 11. That is Briar Alford, and then a big Farmington stop. Not sure who got that tackle. I'm going to say I think it was Scotty Roberts. But with a little help from the press box crew, it's going to be Gavin Duncan. Gavin Duncan in on the stop for Farmington. Alford could not get back up to the line of scrimmage, but barely makes it. Getting some pictures from North County now, and Sam Lawson saying it is very dark and cloudy there, and you can see now on camera it sure is. Flag on the play. Meisner got in trouble. Now he goes for a left side pass in the air. A catch. Tristan Francisco, and if it is not a penalty on the Mules, it's a big first down for Poplar Bluff. It's a holding call again on Poplar Bluff. So wipe away that first down after Francisco got a huge one there on the left side of the football field. It would have been a pickup of 18 yards and a first down. Boy, we see some dangerous weather coming in to Bonne Terre and Deloge. Right now, no alerts from the National Weather Service as far as any severe thunderstorm warnings at this time, but if they do become severe, we will let you know right here on the Dawkins Radio and Television Group. 2:28 to play first quarter. Knights up 10-0. And again, that rainfall that's moving through the southeast portion of Washington County and the northeast portion of St. Francis County is not severe right now. On a 2nd and 28 from the 31, bad pass. Meisner was just over his intended receiver. Briar Alford, the intended receiver. Heavy pressure, though, on defense from Trevor Keith and kept him well out of his reception area. I think it put Meisner in a position. They were so close, he overthrew his intended receiver to keep it out of a dangerous situation. He does not want that second interception on the night. One's enough for Meisner this evening. 2:21 to play here in the first. 10-0 Knights. 3rd and 28 to go. And a whistle and a stoppage of play. I believe it's a timeout Farmington, and it comes with 2:21 to play. Timeout Knights. 10-0 your lead. We're back in 60 seconds. Stay with us.
Located in the factory in Farmington, Bella 2 is here to get you looking and feeling your best. Bella 2 is a full-service hair salon for adults and kids that also offers a full line of Bare Minerals cosmetic products, hair care products, makeovers, mani-pedis, and aesthetic facial treatments. Bella 2 Salon in the factory in downtown Farmington.
OLCT Hoods started hoods in 1948, and we're the new generation of hoods, and our customers call us great. Flooring, cabinets, countertops, and more is what you're bound to see. At Hoods, value pricing and customer service is our legacy. So come on into a Hoods location, you really know you should. Design, selection, and the lowest price, it's all good at Hoods. Yep, it's all good at Hoods. It's all good.
Welcome back after the timeout. And we're back after that timeout. Meisner in the air and pass interference. The intended receiver was Eli Dawson. And the guilty party for the Knights is going to be Cody Friedmeier. Sorry, that's going to be number 19. That'll be Cameron Haynes. Haynes on the pass interference on a 3rd and 28. The Mules were all the way back on their 31-yard line. It was a 3rd and 28. A long pass intended all the way down to Dawson. And it's a, they're going to mark it off. It was pass interference. They started going one way, and then the officials start going the other way. So they were just marking it off, and as the players moved with them, it was a little bit confusing. 2:15 to play here in the first quarter. 10-0 Farmington leads. Other scores, Central leads 21-0 over Perryville in the first quarter. Other scores to bring you, St. Genevieve leaves New Madrid 7-0 in the first. Festus leads Windsor 7-0. And there's no score from Hillsborough. That game is also delayed. 3 delayed games. Fredericktown, Potosi, DeSoto, North County, and Hillsborough, Seckman all delayed. Now on a 3rd and 13 after that big penalty, Meisner, a bad pass. Heavy pressure by the Knights defense. It was intended for number 26, Dunlap. And Dotson was all over Meisner. So now it's a 4th and 13. Mules are having a hard time getting an offensive momentum going here in this game. Great for Farmington fans. A packed house here in Poplar Bluff. These folks know how to pack in a stadium here. They've got the entire home side full with seating. They've got the band and part of the student body on the other side as well. 4th and 13 Mules on the 46-yard line. The right leg is into it. It's an end-over-end kick. And it's going to hit around the 30 or 31 and go out of bounds. 10-0 Farmington leads here in the first quarter. 2:04 to play. On your radio, 95.fm and Froggy96online.com. Coverage is made possible in part by Grand Rental Station, Signs, etc., Brailer Tire, and Patsy's Furniture. Thanks for making high school football possible in the Dawkins Broadcast Group. Remember, you can also hear this audio via the TuneIn Radio app. We also film this game in high definition and replay it on our full-service television station, KDKZ Channel 18. If you don't get it over the air, you can actually watch it Sunday afternoon, 3 o'clock on our stream, KDKZ18.com. Check out our KDKZ18.com YouTube page. You can also find it archived there. It's a 1st and 10 Knights. Quarterback keeper Busenbark's going to pick up 4 on the play. With under 2 minutes to play in the first quarter, 10-0. Francisco on the tackle for the Mules. It'll be a pickup of 3 officially. 2nd down, 7 to go. Farmington on their own 34-yard line. Split receivers, 2 to the far right, 2 to the near left. Braden Bond goes to Busenbark's left side. Busenbark shows pass right side, goes back to the 30 line of scrimmage. Pass complete. Busenbark to Kraus, and Kraus is going to pick up around 4. Make it 5. And with 1:20 to play here in the first quarter, Knights lead 10-0. A pretty exciting game here in Poplar Bluff so far. 3rd down, 3 to go. So pick up a 4 by Braden Kraus after the right side pass. Busenbark takes the snap, looks left side. This time he goes to Finch. Finch goes back up the line of scrimmage, gets the 1st down, and then a few yards. In on the tackle for the Poplar Bluff Mules, number 50. That is Stephen Haley. Tyler Finch on the completed pass picks up a Knight 1st down, and it comes with 55 seconds to play in the first. 10-0 Farmington. Wide receivers, 2 to the right, 2 to the left. Busenbark takes the snap, gives it off to Bond. Bond up the middle, up to the 50. A pickup of around 7 or 8 on the carry. Braden Bond on the carry is going to pick up 8 officially. 2nd down and 2 Knights from the Mule 48-yard line with 36 seconds to play in the first. Knights line up again, 2 wide receivers to the right, 2 to the left. Bond gets the carry again. This time he's met by a host of defenders. And big stops for the Mules. In on the stop was Michael Kerr along with Stephen Haley again for the Mules defense. It'll be a loss of 1 for the Knights, 14 seconds to play in the first quarter. 3rd down, 3 to go from the Mule 49-yard line. Busenbark looks off to the sideline. He's got 17 on the play clock, 5 on the game clock. Busenbark takes a snap, looks right side. This time he goes to Keith and he misses it. He had the hand and a huge pass protection stop as Briar Alford had a huge stop. That pass protection really covered him up. And so when he thought he had that completed pass, there to make the stop was Alford. That's going to complete the first quarter with the Knights lead 10-0. It'll be a 4th down and 3, Farmington from the Mule 49 when we continue after this 60-second timeout. Stay with us.
Located in the Rosedale Plaza in Farmington, the Boulevard Styling Salon, Day Spa, and Tanning Studio offers many different services and products. Let them assist you in deciding on a new hairstyle, developing a golden tan, or pamper you when you want to relax. Your experience will be a pleasant one each time you visit. They provide an upscale environment with a laid-back atmosphere so everyone can feel right at home. The Boulevard Styling Salon, Day Spa, and Tanning Studio, located in the Rosedale Plaza in Farmington.
Everybody's favorite convenience store in Farmington is now under new ownership and new management. Ross Minute Mart on St. Genevieve Avenue in Farmington is the home of the 79-cent fountain soda. Any size, 79 cents. Roam the aisles to find something good to eat or drink, or chill out in the beer cave. Fuel your vehicle and your body with a cash discount on fuel, and then grab a Hunt's Brothers pizza. And if you're in a hurry, just use the drive-thru. That's Ross Minute Mart on St. Genevieve Avenue in Farmington.
Farmington on a 4th and 3 are not going to go for it this time. They're on the Mule 49-yard line, and Krause will put a right leg into it. It hits the 15, then takes a Farmington roll down to the Bluff 10. So the Mules will start on their own 10-yard line, and it comes in the second quarter with a lead of 10-0. Coverage is made possible in part by the Boulevard, Hood's Discount Home Center, Ross Minute Mart, and Bella 2 Salon. Thanks for bringing you coverage of high school football live on Froggy 96 and Froggy96online.com. Aaron Cox once again in Poplar Bluff. Friday night football, and for the first time I can say I'm really glad we took a 2-hour road trip south because we are not in a rain delay like our other games. Remember, you can watch this game coming up on Sunday in high definition on KDKZ Channel 18 and KDKZ18.com. Got to get a shout out for Dustin Kopp. He's here making that possible tonight. 1st and 10 Mules. B. Wynn's going to take a left side. He gets back up to the line of scrimmage. Big tackle on the Farmington's defense. Tackle by number 80. That'll be Logan Dotson on the tackle for Farmington. And it gives a pickup of around 3 for the Mules. It'll be a 2nd down, 7 to go from the Mule 13. Underway in the second quarter. Mules and Knights on a Friday night, week number 3 of football. Next week, Farmington's at Jackson taking on the Indians in another conference game. So it'll be a 2nd down, 7. Meiser, the quarterback for Poplar Bluff, takes a snap, looks left, looks to pass, flag on the play. It's a huge, huge tackle. A flag is on the play. The intended receiver, number 3, Ross Russian, and a huge stop. The defender for Farmington picked him up at the knees and then slammed him forward. That was Cameron Haynes. Haynes was all over Russian. As Russian was trying to make that catch, Haynes wraps him up at the knees, picks him up and slams him forward, and Russian probably felt that pretty good. A flag on the play. Not sure what the penalty is on. I'm thinking it's on the Mules, though. I think it's going to be a block, and it is. And I believe there was a hold on the offense, and the penalty is declined. So the hold on the offense is going to put them on a 3rd down and 7 now. 11:09 to play here in the second quarter. Mules are playing on their own 13-yard line. Farmington had to punt it away on a 4th and 3. They did not want to chance it like they did in that first quarter on a 4th down and 10. You don't see that very often. They had a big 10-yard play that got them back. They had it was a 3rd and 20, and then got them quickly back up the line of scrimmage. Meisner is going to get back up. And the quarterback keeper gets him across the 21-yard line for a 1st down. The tackle made by Farmington. Jacob Cluckett on the tackle, and it's a 1st down for the Mules. 11:03 to play in the second quarter. That PA announcer is loud. Good sound system here at Poplar Bluff. 10-0 Farmington nonetheless. Coverage is made possible in part by, again, the Steelhorse Junction, Clark Power Service, and the Unitech Career Center. We're watching on KDKZ18.com interactive radar that storm moving through parts of St. Francis County. No warning by the National Weather Service. First and 10, and Meisner takes the snap and looks for a pass, goes right at the center and does not complete it. Intended for Tristan Francisco, the intended receiver. Incomplete pass brings up a 2nd down and 10. Again, we're watching that storm moving through northwest St. Francis County. It's moving out of southeast Washington County right now. It was over Potosi. Now it's just getting towards Bismarck, Bonne Terre. It's definitely in northern Bonne Terre near Valley Mines on Highway 67. If you're traveling in that area, be careful on the roadway. 2nd and 10, Mules after an incomplete pass. And Meisner hands off to Francisco, who then passes it straight at the middle, intercepted by the Knights. And a huge play by Farmington. And I'm not sure who had a hand on that. I think it was Dotson. No, it's Braden Krause. And Krause, after a little bit of trickery by the Mules, the quarterback Meisner, he steps back, hands it off to a receiver, which was Francisco. Francisco then tried to pass it up the center and threw it right into the hands of Braden Krause. 2nd turnover of the night. So 1st and 10 Knights. From the Mule, 37-yard line. Busenbark fakes the handoff and then hands it back to Braden Bond. A loss of about a yard on the carry. Clock will stop with about 10:19 to play. 2nd and 11 Knights from the Mule 38-yard line. Busenbark winds it up. Trip receivers to the right. Busenbark in the air to his left side receiver, and it goes right over the top of his intended receiver. A bad spot to get it to. Intended for Tyler Finch, but Finch had heavy pass protection. He was doubled up on his side. Denzel Britton giving some sweet defense on Finch over on the left side. Had trip receivers to the right side, and Busenbark decides to go to the left. Had triple coverage over there. He had a few options on his right side, but decided not to go that way. So now a 3rd down and 11. Farmington still on the Mule 38-yard line with 10:08 to play before halftime. Busenbark, receivers to the left, one up the middle, and Busenbark gets sacked across the 50. Mules big stop. In on the tackle for the Mules, number 15, Tim Jones, and number 50, Stephen Haley, along with, I believe, number 45. That was Michael Kerr, all in on that quarterback sack. So Farmington was on the 38-yard line. Now they're back at the Mule 49. 4th and 22, and Farmington's Braden Krause is going to kick it away. Back deep to receive is Denzel Britton. Right leg end over end. It's a sloppy kick that hits around the 34-yard line and then goes the other way. Cameron Haynes is going to fall on it because the ball hit the 34 and then bounced back across the 35 and was rolling the wrong way. Cameron Haynes is going to fall on it at the 36-yard line, and that's where the Mules are going to take back over. Farmington had a chance to put some more on the board, but after a big quarterback sack by that Mule defense, they just couldn't come up with it. 9:24 to play here before halftime. It's a 10-0 Mule lead. Night lead over the Mules. Getting exciting here in Poplar Bluff tonight. 1st and 10 Mules on their own 36-yard line with 9:24 to play. As the quarterback Meisner hands it off to B. Wynn. Wynn up the center. He's going to pick up 8 on the play.
B. Wynn, the ball carrier.
There to make the tackle for the Knights, number 35, was Ethan Barron. He's going to pick up 8 on the carry. It'll be a 2nd down and 2 to go from the Mule 44. 9:06 to play before halftime. Farmington still up 10-0. Coverage made possible in part by Clark Power Service, Cozine Memorial Chapel, and Megasports. 2nd and 2 Mules. B. Wynn gets the carry again, but this time he hits a host of Farmington defenders. Farmington's going to close down that center, and he only picks up about a yard. 3rd and 1. Now Farmington looks for a big stop here on 3rd down. Mules are up at their own 45-yard line with 8.5 to play before halftime. 16 on the play clock, and the Mules have yet to break huddle. Now they do. They get back up to the line of scrimmage. Third down, 1 to go. Knights need to hold here on third down. 4-3 coverage. And the quarterback, Meisner, takes a few blocks from B-Win and gets across to the 47-yard line. He got the first down, a pickup of 2. Mules are able to convert on third down, and they pick it up. 10-0 Farmington leads with 8:11 to play before halftime. Coverage also made possible by Barker Racing Service along with McGee Equipment Supply and Bluff Travel Agency, all bringing you high school football on this Friday night, week number 3. First and 10 Mules from their 48. Meisner takes a snap. Quarterback left side pass in the air, just out of the reach of the intended receiver, Austin Jefferson. Giving chase for Farmington on defense, number 22. That is Chris Smith. Smith on the defensive coverage. Could have potentially been called with a little bit of pass interference. He had a hand on Jefferson's left pads as he was trying to make the catch. No call by the officials, though. So Smith avoids that penalty. A lot of what we talk about with head coach Eric Krupe and a lot of what the coaching staff has been preaching the last couple of weeks. So a lot of penalties Farmington committing in that first game against Ladue, but they're really controlling it tonight. Well, everybody moved on both sides of the line. We're not sure where the flag's going to come in on that one. It's either going to be offsides or false start. 7:57 to play. It'll be offsides on the Knights. No false start on the Mules, so offsides on the Knights. 7:57 to play here before halftime. Still Knights lead 10-0. It was a 2nd and 10 from the Mule 48-yard line, and here they're going to step it off. So a 5-yard penalty is going to put the Mules across the 50 into the Farmington 47.
5-yard penalty brings up 2nd down and 5.
2nd and 5 Mules from the Farmington 47 now. Under 8 minutes to play in the first half. It's still 10-0. Still lightning in the St. Francis County, Washington County area. I don't think that either of those games have started yet. Now 48-minute lightning delay. Black Cats are at Potosi. DeSoto's at North County. Those games on our sister station. 2nd and 5 Bluff. And a flag comes in. A flag. A penalty on the Mules. This time it's going to be a false start of the Mules. 4 penalties for the Mules and just 2 for Farmington on the evening so far. 7:47 to play here. A 5-yard penalty. So pretty much they offset each other. We're still back to the original line of scrimmage now. It's a 2nd and 10. Back across the 50. Now the Mules are going to play on their own 48-yard line. Wind the play clock. 7:46 and rolling. 20 seconds on the play clock. 10-0 your Farmington lead on defense. They've got to hold the Mules on a 2nd and 10. Meisner lines up trip receivers to the far right, 1 to the near left. Puts B-Win on his left side, takes the snap. Puts it to the chest of Win, and he goes straight at the middle. Win trying to keep the feet alive. And finally, after 4 defenders for Farmington get hands on B-Win, finally a Farmington Knight comes from behind. Chris Smith is going to try to put the right pad into him and put him down.
And it will be enough for another first down.
First down for the Poplar Bluff Mules, as you can hear so clearly. 7:25 to play here before halftime. 10-0 is your Farmington lead. Waiting to find out updates on our other games, if they are going to play tonight or they may cancel them. 1st and 10, Mules on the Farmington 42 as Meisner goes up and a completed pass to Austin Jefferson at the 26. Jefferson down to the Farmington 11.
Pass complete to number 1, Austin Jefferson.
Make it the 10. Completed the pass back at the 27 and then turned and burned for another 17 yards. First down, Mules. Mules get all the way back down to the Farmington 10, and now they want to put up some points here before halftime. 7 minutes to play in the second quarter. Farmington needs a big stop. Good pass. Meisner, the quarterback, straight to the left side. Austin Jefferson turned and burned for a 17-yard pass play. Meisner hands it off to Win. Win goes right side, looks for a hole, tries up the middle, and then Farmington will close it down. Win's going to pick up around 4 on the carry. A pickup of 4 gets it a 2nd down and 6, a 2nd and goal. Bluff plays on the Farmington 6-yard line and is trying to get into that end zone tonight for the first time. Updates from Potosi. Dave Ward says that the sky's looking real bad. Sam Lawson at North County also saying the sky is not looking promising for their games. They may look to cancel or postpone those. 2nd and 6 from the Farmington 6. Bluff trying to get into the Farmington end zone. The quarterback keeper, Cameron Meisner, and he gets up, he's limping, he's favoring that right leg just a little bit. He's got a wrap just under his right knee. And looks like we're going to have a switch up, but it's not for the quarterback, Meisner. It was a gain of 3 on the play, so now a 3rd and goal from the 3. Meisner, favoring that right leg, is having a hard time now. Meisner keeps it, goes right side, looks for a hole, can't find it. Farmington will close it down. Meisner's going to pick up about 1.5 yards, though. I'm hearing pitch black skies in North County. Although it's pretty pitch black here, too. It is almost, about the time that it gets dark. Don't hold it against me. I just repeat anything that I get texted, which is really bad. Don't text me anything inappropriate. 4th down and goal. 4th and goal, 2-yard line. Meisner picked up a single yard in the last play, and the Mules have tried to get in here. Knights need a big stop. 4th and goal, 2-yard line. Meisner snap, gives it off left side, angle, and a Farmington stop! Big stop, Farmington, as Alford tried to angle in the left side. And Farmington will sandwich it close on the 1-yard line, and they do not get in to the end zone. And it looks like we're going to have official timeout for a water break. Huge stop, Knights. 4:39 to play before the half, and Farmington will keep Bluff out of the end zone at the 1.5-yard line. We're going to take a quick timeout with them. Stay with us. We're back in 30 seconds.
When you need the right tool, you can come see us. Grand Rental Station. For professional advice that you can trust. Grand Rental Station. Everything that you'll ever need is right here in our store. You know we've got it all and so much more. We're the folks to see for all your rental needs. Grand Rental Station.
Farmington will hold Bluff at the 1-yard line and cannot get him in. They're going to hold him at the 2. Did not pick up anything on the play, and so Farmington will take over on downs and keep Bluff out of their end zone. A big stop. You don't see that often in high school football. Keeping them out from the 2-yard line, but Bluff a little nervous on that 4th and 2. Just could not quite get it in. A dual stop, I think it was Dotson and possibly Chris Smith on the stop there at the 2-yard line. 1st and 10 Knights from their own 2. A little bit dangerous here as Busenbark takes it, hands it up to Braden Bond. He's going to pick up about 1 yard on the play. Braden tries to go right up the center of everything he's got and cannot find a window. Hope to get updates from other games as they've now been delayed 55 minutes. We're going to update our radar screen here at the press box from KDKZ18.com. 2nd and 9, Farmington. Busenbark hands it up to Braden Bond again. Same spot, cannot find an open spot. And this time Braden doesn't get anything on the carry. He's going to get back up to the original line of scrimmage. Bond could not make that happen. Central leads Perryville in the second quarter 35-0. And looks like St. Genevieve's leading New Madrid 14-8. Festus leads Winder 7-0. Still delayed is Hillsborough and Seckman, Fredericktown and Potosi, DeSoto and North County. Knights on a 3rd down and 9, left side pass in the air. Incomplete pass. And Trevor Keith had it right at his knees and he couldn't come up with it. I don't think Trevor thought it was going to be there. Trevor turned around and saw the ball. Keith tried to look at his knees, and before he knew it, it was just a dead ball. Could have been a big, big opener for Farmington. Knights now in trouble. They needed to convert there. It's a 4th down and 9. They're playing on their own 3-yard line. Big trouble here. 3.5 minutes to play before halftime. Looks like Fredericktown and Potosi may get underway here in the next couple of minutes. We're told maybe an 8 p.m. kickoff time. We'll wait to see that official. Kraus puts the right leg into it. A high spiral ball. It's going to hit the 27-yard line and take a bounce to the Farmington 32. Not where you want to punt the ball away to. Would have been nice to get it all the way up to around the 50. Easier said than done. There is little to no wind here tonight at Poplar Bluff, though. That is the good news. From the 32, Farmington will take over, or excuse me, North County will take over. .3:23 to play here before halftime. Knights still lead 10-0. They held Poplar Bluff from the 2-yard line. Now the Mules get a chance at it again. This time they may be more successful at it. They were just on offense, so they may still have a little fire in them. Now the Knights defense has been out there quite a long time. Quarterback, and then a left side or right side pass is in at the quarterback position is Zane Faust. He tried to go right side and pass it a quick pass out to Alford. It'll be a 2nd and 10. Farmington thought they might have had a turnover ball there, but it clearly wasn't. The quarterback in is number 12, Zane Faust. Faust is going to take over for Meisner, who must have a little bit of a right knee injury or right leg injury. We saw him kind of limping off, and we see him down here on the bench. 2nd and 10 Mules from the Farmington 32. Faust takes the pass, takes the handoff. Big stop, Farmington. Defensive tackle, Jared Nicholson levels the new quarterback. Zane Faust, the sophomore quarterback, is finding out what varsity level football is like here. 3rd and 10 Mules on the Farmington 32. So Poplar Bluff's having a hard time after their quarterback, who I praised in that first quarter for his good footwork, now is having a hard time with that right foot. Farmington shuffles, and looks like an offside, probably going to be committed by Farmington. Flag of the play. It's going to be a penalty on Poplar Bluff. Their 5th penalty. It's a 5-yard penalty on the false start. 2:41. Replay 3rd down, so now back them up 5. 3rd and 16 from the 38-yard line. Again, Mules on offense. 3rd down, 16 to go from the 38-yard line. 2:41 to play here before the half. New quarterback, a sophomore, Zane Faust into the quarterback position. Trip receivers to the right. Faust puts it into the chest of B. Wynn. Wynn's up to the 35. Now left side angles to the 30. Wynn on his feet to the 25 and gets pushed out of bounds at the 24. Finally getting him out of bounds with Scotty Roberts, and he had a hard time doing it, but it's not enough for a first down. Big play, big carry there, big yardage, but it's not enough for a first down. Now Poplar Bluff has a big decision on a 4th down and 2 to go from the Farmington 24-yard line. They're probably going to try to opt on this one. 2.5 before halftime. Remember, Farmington will receive the ball in the second half. They won the coin toss and deferred to the second. The quarterback Faust into the quarterback position. Again, trip receivers to the right, one to the near left. Wynn on his right side, takes it, throws, and it's just out of the hands of the intended receiver. Intended for number 17, Jared Moore. And a turnover on downs will bring up a 1st and 10 for the Knights. They're going to be playing on their own 24-yard line. An exciting game here in Poplar Bluff tonight. Thanks for being a part of the broadcast on Froggy 96 and Froggy96online.com. Again, I want to tell you, we actually filmed this game in high definition. Replay it Sunday afternoons at 3 o'clock on our TV station, KDKZ Channel 18 and KDKZ18.com. If you don't receive KDKZ Channel 18, watch for the stream. You can go to KDKZ18.com, click our live video stream for free. You can also check out our YouTube channel and watch all of our 2014 archive games. 1st and 10 Knights from their own 24. Busenbark on a keeper gets back to the line of scrimmage, and a big stop for the Mules in on the tackle, number 45. That was Michael Kerr. Brant Busenbark just could not get through that hole. And on a 2nd and 10, the Knights play on their own 25-yard line. Knights still lead here, 10-0. 2 minutes to play here before halftime. Left side pass, Busenbark gets it off to Finch. Finch is up across to the 50 and gets pushed out of bounds. Not sure where he's going to be officially out of bounds. He's going to cross the 50, get into Mule territory. He's going to be out at the 45. Big play for Tyler Finch is going to go for around 35 yards. 35-yard play for Tyler Finch. 1st and 10 Knights from the Mule 45. Busenbark on a low snap. He's got to look from behind. Pass left side goes to Finch, or excuse me, that's Kraus. Kraus is up to the 35, make it the 34. A 9-yard play for Kraus on the right side. Gets to the Mule 36. Now Knights are fighting their own game clock as they're looking for more points. 2nd and 1. Knights, Busenbark, Braden Bond up the center, and he's got enough for a first down. 10-0 Farmington, and the first down will stop the clock with 1:19 to play. Now Farmington's got 34 yards to get it into the end zone. They've got only 1:19 to do it, too, before halftime. They're looking to try to capitalize on this momentum here before halftime and get some more points on the board. 1st and 10 Knights from the 34. Split receivers. Busenbark, left side pass. It's complete. Left side, I believe that's Finch. He's met by a host of receivers. Tyler Finch on the completed pass on the left side, in on the tackle. Number 56, that was Nick Joachim. Now 2nd down and 8, Knights from the 27. 50 seconds to play before halftime. Knights, half the offense breaks out of the huddle. The rest of them are looking back at the sideline. Hope they know what they're doing. 2nd and 8, Farmington. Busenbark, split receivers right to the left. Takes a snap, throws in the air. It's way over the top of his intended receiver. Almost intercepted down in the corner by number 24. And a near interception by Jonah Barnes. If he had had a few more steps on it, it would have been in his clear path to intercept that ball. Incomplete pass will stop the clock with 33.8 seconds to play before halftime. 3rd and 3, Farmington now. Still on the Mule 27-yard line. And it looks like a whistle and a timeout. Timeout's going to be taken by Farmington with 33 seconds to play before halftime. It's a 3rd and 3 Knights from the Mule 27. They're trying to get into the end zone before halftime. We're back in 60 seconds.
Located in the factory in Farmington, Bella 2 is here to get you looking and feeling your best. Bella 2 is a full-service hair salon for adults and kids that also offers a full line of Bare Minerals cosmetic products, hair care products, makeovers, mani-pedis, and aesthetic facial treatments. Bella 2 Salon in the factory in downtown Farmington.
Bringing customers.
Signs, etc.
Bringing customers.
Electronic message centers, lighted signs and service, vehicle wraps, awnings, and much, much more. Hello, this is Kevin Harrington with Signs Etc. in Farmington, and these are just a few examples of what we provide our customers. Signs Etc. has served this area for 20 years with quality signage at affordable prices with our best price program. I understand the importance of standing out and grabbing attention of potential customers, and we will help you do just that. Call one of our sign professionals at 756-9000, 800-756-9006, or log on to signsetconline.com and see how Signs Etc. is bringing our customers customers.
Bringing customers.
Signs, etc. Signs, etc.
Welcome back after the break on a 3rd and 3. A big quarterback sack by Poplar Bluff's Michael Kerr drops Farmington back another 8 yards, so it'll be a 4th down and 11 Farmington. They thought they had an opportunity at the end zone before halftime. Now it looks like they need to get the ball out of here and protect their own end zone before the half. 20 seconds to play before the end of the first half. Knights lead 10-0 here on Friday Night Football coverage. Froggy 96 and Froggy96online.com. Neither of our other games, North County, DeSoto has yet to start. Fredericktown, Potosi has also yet to start. They've now been a 66-minute lightning rain delay. 20 seconds to play before halftime here in Poplar Bluff, and it's a 10-0 Farmington lead. Big quarterback sack by Michael Kerr of Poplar Bluff sent Brant Busenbark sailing back 8 yards. Central leads in the second quarter 35-0 over Perryville. Also, St. John leads New Madrid at the half 14-8. Delayed in the first quarter, it's Festus beating Windsor 7-0. Hillsboro Seckman still delayed. DeSoto North County still delayed. Fredericktown Potosi also still delayed. Well, Farmington had a 3rd and 3. And after a quarterback sack, they got dropped back to the 35-yard line. It'd be a 4th down, 11 to go, 20 seconds to play before halftime. And there's 25 seconds on the play clock, and it looks like they're going to reset the game clock to 25 seconds as well. They're trying to. Now they got it at 2.5 seconds. They're going to get this clock. Now we got 25 seconds on the game clock. Farmington had won the coin toss to start the game, deferred to the second half. So on a 4th and 11 from the Mule 35, they may try to go for it knowing they get the ball in the second half. Risky? Yeah, but we've seen a little bit of risky Farmington tonight already in the first quarter. They did a 4th and 10. Busenbark takes a snap. In the air, pass way over the top of the intended receiver. Ken Pham was nowhere in the air for that one. Denzel Britton thought he had a hand on it, and it's not going to happen. So a turnover on downs for Farmington. Incomplete pass by the Knights, and that's going to turn over on downs. 1st and 10 Mules on their own 35. Coverage is made possible in part by Wolford Chiropractic and Acupuncture, Poplar Bluff Wind Electric, Meeks Builder's Choice, along with Ferone's Pond and First Midwest Bank. 20.4 seconds to play in the ball game in the first half. 10-0 Farmington. They couldn't convert on a 4th and 11, so now it's Poplar Bluff's turn. B-Win up to the races. Win across to the 50, goes left side. He's got a host of Farmington defenders and gets all the way across to the Farmington 40-yard line. Big play is going to go for 25 yards on the carry for B-Win. First down, Mules. 13 seconds to play before 13.2 seconds to be exact before the end of the ball game. Poor Sam Lawson in North County. I'm not sure if he's going to get to see any football tonight. 1st and 10 Mules on the Farmington 40. 13.2 seconds to play before halftime. 3-4 coverage by the Knights. Split receivers. The quarterback, number 4, long pass in the air, just over the top of the intended receiver, number 5. That was Denzel Britton. Kraus gave a chase, but had a hand on it and couldn't pull it down. Near interception by Braden Kraus. Excuse me, that's going to be Chris Smith. 7.7 seconds to play before halftime. 2nd and 10 Mules from the Farmington 40. Checking radar from KDKZ18.com. Looks like that storm moving across northern St. Francis County. Moving through Park Hills right now, Deloge, Bonne Terre, also along Highway 8 and crossing into the eastern part of the county as well. 2nd and 10 Mules on the Farmington 40. The quarterback, number 4, Joe Darlin. And a long pass is going to be incomplete, but it stops the clock at 3.7 seconds. The intended receiver, Elijah Dawson. Incomplete pass will stop the clock at 3.7 seconds. Coverage made possible by Grand Rental Station, Signs, etc., and Brailer Tire, bringing you coverage of high school football on Froggy 96. 3rd and 10 Mules on the Farmington 40. The quarterback, Cameron Meisner, out on an injury. They tried in the sophomore, St. Faust, and he didn't have any luck, so now they're going to put in number 4, Joe Darlin. And on a 3rd and 10, Darlin takes a snap, looks around, he's in trouble, giving chase. He runs back across the 50, now goes right side, all the way up, and a pass completed to Alford, and he drops it. He dropped it, and he was all alone. He would have been off to the races, and that will end the first half. 10-0 Farmington as both teams head to the locker room. Farmington started it off with an interception with 10:38 to play in the first quarter. had a few good runs and then couldn't get it into the end zone, but put up the first points after a 37-yard field goal by Braden Krause. Scattered showers all across the state, north of us. We are in Poplar Bluff, but back in our listening area, we see a lot of rain showers. We're seeing showers in Bonne Terre, Deloge Park Hills, like I said, Highway 8. Potosi again seeing some pretty decent rain shower activity. No active alerts or warnings by the National Weather Service, just heavy rain possibilities out of these rain showers. Matter of fact, all the rain across the state of Missouri has not prompted any severe weather action or alerts or any kind of thing of that nature. So that's pretty good news. Bad news for football fans, though. It's put a heck of a delay on football for a lot of the games in that area. And then games like Perryville, that's going to get delayed here before too long, as that is tracking to the northeast and is going to cross St. John County and into Perry County. So we'll see what that does as well. Here in Poplar Bluff at the half, week number 3, first conference game. Farmington leads 10-0 over the Poplar Bluff Mules. Central's leading Perryville 35-0 at the half, or in the second quarter, excuse me. St. Genevieve is leading New Madrid at the half, 14-8. Festus and Windsor are delayed in the first quarter, 7-0. Hillsborough and Seckman are delayed. Also, DeSoto North County delayed, and Fredericktown Potosi also delayed. Well, a lengthy halftime here as the marching band comes out to take the field here at halftime. We're going to step aside, take a little breather, and when we come back, we were going to recap the first half of this broadcast game, an exciting one here in Bluff. Again, your halftime score, Farmington leads 10-0. They deferred to the second half. They're going to receive to start things off in the third quarter. We'll be back coming up after this 4-minute timeout. Stay with us.
Bringing customers.
Signs, etc.
Bringing customers.
Electronic message centers, lighted signs and service, vehicle wraps, awnings, and much, much more. Hello, this is Kevin Harrington with Signs Etc. in Farmington, and these are just a few examples of what we provide our customers. Signs Etc. has served this area for 20 years with quality signage at affordable prices with our best price program. I understand the importance of standing out and grabbing attention of potential customers, and we will help you do just that. Call one of our sign professionals at 756-9000, 800-756-9006, or log on to signsetconline.com and see how Signs Etc. is bringing our customers customers.
Bringing customers.
Signs, etc. Signs, etc.
Are you new or returning to the biker scene? Not quite sure what you're doing? Stop by Steel Horse Junction in Farmington and let them guide you in this exciting lifestyle. At Steel Horse, they don't care what you ride, just as long as you do it safely. That's Steel Horse Junction in Farmington, the old log cabin at the junction of 32 and Highway 00, where we live to ride and ride to live.
Located in the Rosedale Plaza in Farmington, the Boulevard Styling Salon, Day Spa, and Tanning Studio offers many different services and products. Let them assist you in deciding on a new hairstyle, developing a golden tan, or pamper you when you want to relax. Your experience will be a pleasant one each time you visit. They provide an upscale environment with a laid-back atmosphere so everyone can feel right at home. The Boulevard Styling Salon, Day Spa, and Tanning Studio, located in the Rosedale Plaza in Farmington.
Everybody's favorite convenience store in Farmington is now under new ownership and new management. Ross Minute Mart on St. Genevieve Avenue in Farmington is the home of the 79-cent fountain soda. Any size, 79 cents. Roam the aisles to find something good to eat or drink, or chill out in the beer cave. Fuel your vehicle and your body with a cash discount on fuel, and then grab a Hunt's Brothers pizza. And if you're in a hurry, just use the drive-thru. That's Ross Minute Mart on St. Genevieve Avenue in Farmington.
You love to shop at Patsy's, Patsy's Furniture in Park Hills. There's something here for everybody. You're gonna love it, we know you will. We can give new life to every room, give your home a brand new feel. We love to shop at Patsy's, Patsy's Furniture in Park Hills.
OLCT Hoods started hoods in 1948, and we're the new generation of hoods, and our customers call us great. Flooring, cabinets, countertops, and more is what you're bound to see. At Hood's, value pricing and customer service is our legacy. So come on into a Hood's location, you really know you should. Design, selection, and the lowest price, it's all good at Hood's. Yep, it's all good at Hood's. It's all good.
When you need the right tool, you can come see us. Grand Rental Station, for professional advice that you can trust. Grand Rental Station, everything that you'll ever need is right here in our store. You know we've got it all and so much more. We're the folks to see for all your rental needs. Grand Rental Station.
Hi folks, this is Mike from Brayler's Tire in Farmington. Let's face it, in this area it's hard to find somewhere to get an alignment done. Well, that just isn't the case anymore. Brayler's Tire is now your alignment headquarters. We can align anything from a tractor trailer to a compact car. Stop by and see us for an appointment or give us a call at 756-8383. Brayler Tire, just south of Farmington on Highway 67.
Big wheels rolling, moving on.
Located in the factory in Farmington, Bella 2 is here to get you looking and feeling your best. Bella 2 is a full-service hair salon for adults and kids that also offers a full line of Bare Minerals cosmetic products, hair care products, makeovers, mani-pedis, and aesthetic facial treatments. Bella 2 Salon in the factory in downtown Farmington.
Says that the Hillsboro Seckman game has been rescheduled now for tomorrow. We may see more of that. 2nd and 10 Mules as the quarterback, number 12, Faust hands it off to B. Wynn. Wynn up to the 35. Avoids a first tackle by Dotson. Then gets pushed out of bounds. And on the tackle was Gavin Duncan for the Knights defense. A gain of about 1.5 yards for the Poplar Bluff Mules. It's going to be a now 3rd down and 9 to go. Ball's on the Knights' 34-yard line. Mules had a good offensive start here after an interception, some good running yards, but then after a holding call, it set him back 10. Faust takes the pass, the quarterback right up the center, and it's out of the way of his intended receiver. The intended receiver was Briar Alford, and there to make the tackle was Westbrook. Westbrook and Alford were all over each other. Pass incomplete. 9:26 to play, third quarter, 10-0 Farmington. Knights are looking for a big stop on a 4th and 9. Central at half leads Perryville 35-0. 4th and 10, and we need a timeout as we see that Poplar Bluff is going to go for it on a 4th and 10, and so Farmington's going to call the timeout. Knights take one with 9:26 to play. Head coach Eric Kirby comes out of the field to whistle a timeout. Knights will take the first time out of the second half. 10-0 your Farmington lead with 9:26 to play in the third quarter. We'll be back in 30 seconds.
Hi folks, this is Mike from Brayler's Tire in Farmington. Let's face it, in this area it's hard to find somewhere to get an alignment done. Well, that just isn't the case anymore. Brayler's Tire is now your alignment headquarters. We can align anything from a tractor trailer to a compact car. Stop by and see us for an appointment or give us a call at 756-8383. Brayler Tire, just south of Farmington on Highway 67.
Big wheels rolling, moving on.
Welcome back here to Poplar Bluff after Farmington takes a timeout. Farmington back after the timeout and a 4th and 9 situation. Mules on the offense. 4th and 9 on the Farmington 34. The quarterback Foss has 3 wide receivers to the right, takes a snap, looks around, straight up the middle. The intended receiver, Britton, and it's broken up by the Knights. In on the hand was Westbrook. Remember that Westbrook was the guy for Farmington who had that first interception in the first quarter. Update that Hillsboro and Seckman has been postponed till tomorrow afternoon at 1 o'clock. That game has again been postponed. Dave Ward bringing us that update. At the half, it's Central and Perryville 35-0. St. Genevieve in the third quarter leads New Madrid 14-8. Festus is delayed still with Windsor in the first quarter, 7-0. First and 10 Knights on a turnover on downs. Farmington will play on their 34 with 9:22 to play, and the quarterback will keep it straight at the middle. Busenbark's not going to get to the line of scrimmage. He will lose a yard on the play. On the quarterback keeper. So a loss of 1 for the Knights. 9 minutes to play, third quarter. Farmington still leads 10-0. Farmington started the second half after an interception. The Mules turn it over on downs and weren't able to capitalize on that interception. Now Farmington's back on offense, 2nd and 10. Busenbark, triple receivers to the left, takes a snap, shows pass, left side, completed. I believe that's Finch. And it'll be a pickup of 8 on the carry. Pass completed, number 21, Tyler Finch.
Brought down by number 4, Joe Darling.
3rd and 2.5 for the Farmington Knights. Make it 3rd and 2 Farmington from their own 43-yard line. Busenbark on a high snap, takes it for himself, and I'm not sure he got anywhere with that one. Back to the line of scrimmage, no gain on the play. Now it's a 4th and 2 Farmington on their own 43. No gain, got back to the line of scrimmage. Farmington shows like they're going to punt as the special teams unit comes out. 8 minutes to play here in the third quarter. 10-0 your night lead. Coverage brought to you by the Boulevard, Hood's Discount Home Center, Ross Minute Mart, and Bella 2 Salon. North County and Fredericktown are both waiting until about 9 o'clock to decide what they're going to do. Kraus puts the right foot into it. It's a high end over end kick again. It takes a bounce at the 33, and then Farmington's going to field it at the 34. Make it the 33 officially. 1st and 10, Mules on their own 33-yard line with 7:32 to play. Again, Hillsboro Seckman postponed till tomorrow at 1 o'clock p.m. Fredericktown and Potosi, along with DeSoto and North County, are deciding at 9 o'clock whether they will postpone or decide to play football tonight. I think if anybody should postpone, it would be North County because they've got so much lightning around them still. But looks like Potosi may be able to get one in tonight. Ball snap, 1st and 10. Ken Pham, or excuse me, that's B. Wynn, is locked up by the Farmington defense. Wynn loses some yardage, in on the tackle for the Knights, number 74. That is Chase Montgomery. Montgomery on the nose takes down Wynn. 7:10 to play in the third. I'm told by Sam Lawson that North County and DeSoto are meeting right now to decide what they're going to do. If I had to guess, they're going to postpone their game till tomorrow as well. It'll be a 2nd down and 13 after a loss of 3. This time, Wynn takes it up the center and a close down trap. A gain of 1 on the carry. Farmington in on the tackle, number 68. That's Jacob Cluck along with Gavin Duncan on the stop. Duncan and Cluck, a tag team matchup here. 6.5 to play. 3rd down and 11. It was a pickup of 2.5 for the Mules. The quarterback, a sophomore, Zane Faust, lines up 2 wide receivers each side. This time he's going to keep it for himself, and he's going to be taken down. Gets back to the line of scrimmage, and not very far. In on the tackle for the Farmington Knights. Again, that was Montgomery along with number 42, Scotty Robertson on the tackle. 4th and 10, a short gain on the play for the Mules. They're going to have to punt it away. .5:46 to play. And the Mules will put a right leg into it. It's a nice high end over end kick that's going to hit the 30 and take a big Mule bounce all the way down to the Farmington 11-yard line. Hit the 30 and then bounced. That's the way to punt a football. 5:34 to play here before the end of the third quarter. 10-0 your Farmington lead. Poplar Bluff on that punt pins Farmington back down deep on their 11-yard line. Coverage brought to you in part by Steel Horse Junction, Clark Power Service, and the Unictech Career Center.
by Tristan Francisco. No return. Down by the Mules.
Tristan Francis on the kick. Farmington wasn't able to return, and officials' timeout for a water break comes with 5:34 to play here in the third quarter. Timeout on the field, 10-0 your Farmington lead. We'll be back in just 30 seconds. Stay with us.
When you need the right tool, you can come see us. Grand Rental Station, for professional advice that you can trust. Grand Rental Station, everything that you'll ever need is right here in our store. You know we've got it all and so much more. We're the folks to see for all your rental needs. Grand Rental Station.
Back after the water break, and a 1st and 10 Knights on their own 11-yard line. Poplar Bluff had to punt it away. 5:34 to play here in the third quarter. Knights still lead 10-0. Next week, Farmington's at Jackson. 1st and 10 Knights. 3 wide receivers to the left. And a left side pass. It's a quick one. Looks like it's out to Finch. Finch is going to get up to around the 16-yard line. It is Tyler Finch on the carry after a sweeping pass to the left side. It's going to be a pickup of 7 on the play. Make it 8. It'll be a 2nd down and 2. 2nd and 2. Knights playing on their own 19-yard line. 5 minutes to play third quarter. 3 wide receivers to the right side. Puts a man in motion. That's going to be Braden Bond. Bond's got a little running room. He goes up to the 20, to the 30, and then wrapped up on this side. In on the tackle for the Mules, number 50. That was Stephen Haley. But a big first down for the Knights as they cross.
Brought down from behind by number 50, Stephen Haley.
It was a pickup of 18 on the play. The carry goes all the way up to the Farmington Knight 35-yard line. 1st and 10 Knights. Left side pass again. This time it goes to Finch. Finch gets up left side, and it might be a Farmington first down, and it is. It's a first down, Farmington. I'm not sure. I believe that was either Trevor Keith or Finch again on the carry. Farmington's Busenbark really likes this little step back, looks left, sweeping pass. It's a direct pass in the line of scrimmage, giving that runner a little bit of room. This time Braden Bond's going to go up the center, and it's a tough fight between offense and defense. He's got no hole. Braden gets back up. It was a 2nd and 1, and it's going to be a first down. Knights get it up to the 45-yard line, and it's a first down, Farmington. 8:53 p.m. 1st and 10 Knights from their own 45. Busenbark lines up 2 wides to the right, 1 to the left. Looks, keeps it for himself at the middle, gets up to the 50, to the 49. A gain of 6 on the carry. The quarterback keeper by Busenbark. 4:10 to play here before the end of the third quarter. Right now, Farmington still leads. Looks like we have a minor injury. We've got a Mule player down on his back. 10-0 your Farmington score. 4:07 to play here in the third quarter. Coverage is made possible in part by the Cozine Memorial Chapel, Megasports, the Unitech Career Center, Clark Power Service, the Steel Horse Junction, along with Bella 2 Salon, Ross Minute Mart, and Hood's Discount Home Center, along with the Boulevard, Patsy's Furniture, Brayler Tire, Signs, etc., and Grand Rental Station. Special thanks to Wolford Chiropractic and Acupuncture as well. Injured player number 45, Michael Kerr, big on defense for this Poplar Bluff team. And we've already seen 1 big loss for the Mules tonight after the starting quarterback, Cameron Meisner, has looks like a left leg injury. He's got his left leg back underneath him, and he's on crutches. He has some sports bandaging on his right knee, but all of his weight is off of his left leg. We saw that before halftime. And back to action we go. 2nd and 4 Farmington from the Mule 49. 2 wide receivers. We got 2 tailbacks to each side of Busenbark and 1 wide receiver to the left. Busenbark takes a snap. Hands off to Braden Bond up the center. He's going to pick up around 2 on the carry. 4 minutes to play before the end of the third quarter. Again, Farmington up 10-0. Braden Bond's going to get 2. 3rd and about 1.5 yards on the play. They got to get to the Mule 45 for that first down. Ball is spotted between the 46 and 47. Yard and a half to play to that first down. 3rd and a yard and a half for the Knights. Same position. This time Braden Bond's got a little more running room and he gets across the 45. A pickup of 2 and a first down for the Knights as they keep that offense moving. Still waiting to hear from our counterparts in North County and in Potosi. We've already had one postponed game. Hillsboro-Seckman's going to play tomorrow at 1 o'clock. Three and a half to play in the third. It's a 10-0 Farmington lead. Special thanks to Poplar, Bluff, Win Electric, Meeks Builder's Choice, along with Roans Pond and First Midwest Bank for also making high school football possible on Froggy 96. 2 wide receivers to the right and 1 to the left, 2 tailbacks to each side. Busenmark's going to keep it up to the center, and he's going to be hit for a loss of around 2, I believe. Nope. Forward progress is going to get him back to the line of scrimmage, and the play was called dead. Stephen Haley in on the tackle for the Poplar Bluff Mules with 3 minutes to play here before the end of the third quarter. Loss of about a yard for Farmington. It'll be a 2nd down and 11. Farmington at the 45. As Poplar Bluff tries to draw him off sides, Kraus gets a pass to the right side up to the 30. Kraus up to the 20, and he's out around the 11-yard line. After a big play, that right sweep, a quick 5-yard pass goes to number 20, Braden Kraus. Kraus gets all the way up to the 10-yard line of the Mules. It's a first down for the Knights. A 35-yard play for Braden Kraus. Looks like they're going to be a 1st and goal on the 10. 2.5 to play. Takes a snap, hands off to Braden Bond. Flag in the play, might be a hold on the Knights. Braden's got his feet moving into the end zone, but remember that flag is on the play. Waited off, hold on the Knights, and we saw that coming. 10-yard penalty on Farmington. That'll be the 3rd time we've seen them called on the hold tonight. 6 penalties on Poplar Bluff so far unofficially on the evening. Update, Fredericktown and Potosi has been postponed until tomorrow at 1 p.m. Again, Fredericktown, Potosi, postponed until tomorrow, 1 p.m. Hillsboro-Seckman also postponed until 1 p.m. tomorrow.
1st and goal at the 22-yard line.
22-yard line after a loss of 10. 10-yard penalty on the Knights. Busenmark's going to keep it up the center, and Farmington's looking a little shaky here after that penalty. A hold call after Braden Bond carried it into the end zone, brought it back, and that's a penalty that'll really hurt.
Finally brought down by number 56, Nick Yoakum.
In on the tackle,
2nd down and goal.
Yoakum for the Mules. Farmington 2nd and goal. Back on the Mule 21-yard line. 21 yards to the end zone after that penalty on the hold. Busenmark looks off to the sideline. Everybody was set. Split receivers. 2 to the left, 2 to the right. Braden Bond's lined up in the tailback position. He's going to move from Busenmark's right to left, then he goes back right. 2 seconds on the play clock. Busenmark takes the snap, and he's going to be caught in the back. Big tackle by the Bluff Mules. Tim Jones on the sack. And that's going to be another big loss. 3rd and goal, Farmington from the Mule 30. There's where a holding call will come back to bite you in the rear because Braden Bond had it all the way into the end zone from the 10-yard line, but that hold put him back on the 21, and then a big sack by Bluff puts him back on the 30. 3rd and goal, Farmington from the Mule 30. Busenmark takes the snap, looks for a long pass. Running out of time, close pocket in the air, and it's caught. Caught all the way down to the 10-yard line. Trevor Keith had got it, and he was in triple pass coverage. I can't believe he came up with that one. I don't think the coaching staff could either. Down to 37 seconds to play, 3rd quarter. 10-0 Farmington. Farmington had it in the end zone. Now they're going to try to put 3 more points up on the clock. Clock isn't moving. Now it does. As I don't think they need to stop. They don't want the kicker to stop. They want him to wait. They want him to wait to the end of the third quarter because there's 11 seconds on the play clock and 7 seconds on the game clock. Farmington, a good move. They're going to let the clock wind down so they get a second opportunity to snap and set the ball. Into the third quarter, Farmington 10-0 over the Mules. Farmington had a hard time there. They got all the way down to the 10 after a 35-yard pass play by Kraus. Down to the 10 they go. Into the end zone goes Braden Bond, but the holding call sets him back 10. Then they're on the 20. A big sack by Bluff puts them back on the 30. But they're not done yet. They're trying to get 3 up on the board as they head into the fourth quarter. Stay with us. We'll be back for the fourth quarter and the final 12 minutes of this one in 30 seconds.
OLCT Hoods started hoods in 1948. And we're the new generation of hoods, and our customers call us great. Flooring, cabinets, countertops, and more is what you're bound to see. At Hoods, value pricing and customer service is our legacy. So come on into a Hoods location, you really know you should. Design, selection, and the lowest price, it's all good at Hoods. Yep, it's all good at Hoods. It's all good.
Put 12 minutes up on the clock. We're going to go to the other end of the football field. To the north end we go as Farmington, and a smart decision, let the game clock tick down to the end of the third quarter. The play clock had 2 seconds left on it, so now they get a chance to refresh and try to kick this field goal. Kraus is going to kick it from the 16-yard line. So it'll be a 26-yard kick. Make it 27 yards. He's going to kick it off the 17. Braden Kraus has already hit one for 37 tonight in the first quarter. 4th and goal. Kraus snaps there, holds there. It's a high end-over-end kick, and I think he got it, and he does. From 27 yards in the fourth quarter, a 27-yard field goal is good. And Kraus will put another 3 up for Farmington. Your score, Farmington 13, Bluff nothing. We're just underway in the fourth quarter. We'll be back in 30 seconds.
You love to shop at Patsy's, Patsy's Furniture in Park Hills. There's something here for everybody. You're gonna love it, we know you will. We can give new life to every room, give your home a brand new feel. You love to shop at Patsy's, Patsy's Furniture in Park Hills.
27-yard field goal, good by Braden Kraus. He connected for one in the first quarter from 37 yards. So now Farmington's up another 3, 13-0. Still not comfortable for Farmington, though. They got a long 11 minutes and 56 seconds to play.
Deposit your check here. Or here.
Again, Fredericktown is postponed till tomorrow at 1 p.m. They were supposed to play at Potosi tonight. Lightning has had them delayed for well over 2 hours. Still waiting to hear about that game in North County. If Potosi Fredericktown postpones, I imagine they're going to do the same. Well, just 4 seconds into the fourth quarter, and Farmington's going to kick it off from the 40. They'll kick it to the north. Little to no wind here at the football field on this Friday evening. We're now 3 hours into our broadcast game. It's a high end-over-end kick. It's going to hit the end zone. And the Mules will play it from the 20. 1st and 10 Mules. Park Hill Central in the fourth quarter leads Perryville 42-6. St. Genevieve is leading New Madrid in the third quarter 22-16. Festus and Windsor are still delayed in the first, 7-0. Postponed games for tomorrow at 1 o'clock include Fredericktown at Potosi, Hillsboro at Seckman. Still waiting to hear about DeSoto at North County, delayed. No decision yet there from North County. Well, thanks for being a part of the evening broadcast. It'll be a 1st and 10 Mules on their own 20-yard line. Coverage brought to you by Grand Rental Station, Signs, etc., and Brailer Tire. 1st and 10 Mules. The replacement quarterback, the sophomore Zane Faust, is in for Cameron Meisner as he's out on an injury. Pass is complete, straight up the middle. Up the belly of the Farmington defense. Pass completed to number 4, Joe Darlin. Joe also played quarterback for a few minutes in the third quarter. Poplar Bluff gets the first down to start the first offensive drive, giving them a little momentum. It was a 25-yard gain. Single play to start the fourth quarter, and the Mules pick up 25 yards. 1st and 10 Mules from their own 45. Now B. Wynn takes it right side, but he's closed up quickly. Tried to do a spin move, and it's just not going to happen for him. Remember, Wynn had 1,700 yards last season. A stop by Farmington's defense. Cameron Haynes along with Smith and Duncan on the tackle. Second and 9 Mules from their own 46-yard line. Faust takes the snap, puts it to the chest of B. Wynn up to the 50. It'll be a gain of 4 on the carry. No decision from North County, but we understand unofficially that they want to play this game tonight. Still no official call, though. It's a 3rd down and 4 from the 49 of Farmington as they cross the 50. Mules on offense here in the fourth quarter with 10:37 to play. Farmington leads 13-0. A 27-yard field goal by Kraus in the third quarter, actually to begin the fourth quarter. And a flag as the ball was snapped from the back judge. 10:25 to play in the ball game. It's a penalty on the Mules. Now they're 7th of the night. It'll be a penalty. Illegal block on the Mules. Back him up. Penalty on the offense will back him up 5 yards. Now it's a 3rd down and 9. Mules on their 46. The quarterback, Faust, takes a snap. Left side, pass completed to Britton. Britton picked up 4. As Britton made the pass completion, it'll be a pickup of 4 on the play. It'll be a 4th and 2. So they're going to say he got all the way up to the Farmington 47-yard line. I thought he barely crossed the 50 for a short gain, but looks like forward progress is going to stop him at the 47. 4th and 2, Mules on offense from the Farmington 47. 9.5 to play. Mules hand it off. In the backfield goes Francisco, and a flag on the play. Francisco's going to be locked up by the Knights defense. 3 men on the tackle. Farmington's Fishback, along with number 42, Scotty Roberts, and number 58. I mean, that was Fishback, and then also Jacob Cluck. Hold on the offense. 10-yard penalty. A hold. This will be the now 8th penalty on the Mules on the night. Unofficially, of course. Penalty is declined by the Knights. Turnover on downs, and that's going to give it over to Farmington. 9:28 to play in the game. Farmington's up 13-0. Postponed games tomorrow. Hillsborough at Seckman. Also Fredericktown to Potosi. Those games are postponed until tomorrow, Saturday the 6th at 1 p.m. Still no decision about the DeSoto North County game, but unofficial word says that they want to play this game even if they have to wait until after 10 p.m. to start it. Well, it's a 1st and 10 Knights. Ball's on the 50-yard line. And a fake gets it back to the line of scrimmage. Fake off to Braden Bond, and the quarterback, Busenbart, keeps it back up to the line of scrimmage. Big hustle on the defense, though. Michael Kerr was there to try to take down Braden Bond immediately. It would have been a big loss had they handed it off to him. Nine minutes to play in the ball game. Your score 13-0. On your radio 95.fm and Froggy96online.com. 2nd and 10 Knights. Ball still in the 50. Wide receivers to the right, 2 tailbacks. Busenmark hands it off. Braden Bond up to the 40. Bond's all alone. 20, 10, 5. Braden Bond, end zone touchdown. No flag on the field. Actually, there is. Back on the 48-yard line. Braden Bond was nothing but turning guns, but hold everything. That's going to be a hold on the Knights. There's the second one that cost him a touchdown on the night. Boy, tough break for Farmington. That was a turner and burner as Braden Bond was off to the run. 50-yard end zone run, but wave it off on the hold, bring it back. Replay 2nd down. So that'll be 2nd and 20, Farmington, back on their own 40.
10-yard penalty.
Tend to get a little excited sometimes. Thanks for bearing with me. 2nd and 20 Knights back on the 41-yard line. They got to get all the way back up to the Mule 41-yard line. Busenmark right side pass. Braden Kraus can't come up with it. Had it wide open and it comes right through his fingers. Tough break for Farmington. This is the 2nd time tonight on a hold call. Farmington's going to have to give up some points. Intended receiver was Kraus, and it's incomplete. 3rd and 20 Knights on their own 41-yard line. 8:32 to play, 4th quarter. Split receivers, 2 to the right, 2 to the left. Tailback, Braden Bond on Busenmark's right. Busenmark takes the snap. No coverage, and he's going to be wrapped up at the ankles. A loss of 10. Stephen Haley on the Mules defense wraps Busenmark up. That pocket was gone. No coverage.
4th down and 28.
4th and 28 Knights. Holy cow. What was an end zone touchdown after a 50-yard run from Braden Bond. A hold call would set him back 10 yards, and then this is almost identical to what we saw in the 3rd quarter. Different spots in the field. They were a little bit closer. Farmington's got to punt this one away. Playing on their own 32-yard line with 7 minutes and 50 seconds to play. A long time in football, folks. 13, and looks like Farmington's going to have to take a timeout. Timeout as Kraus is about to put the right foot into it. Eric Krupe is over on the sideline saying burn one, and we'll take a timeout with him. Farmington leads 13-0 with 7:42 to play before the end of the 4th quarter. We're back in 30 seconds. Stay with us.
Everybody's favorite convenience store in Farmington is now under new ownership and new management. Ross Minute Mart on St. Genevieve Avenue in Farmington is the home of the 79-cent fountain soda. Any size, 79 cents. Roam the aisles to find something good to eat or drink, or chill out in the beer cave. Fuel your vehicle and your body with a cash discount on fuel, and then grab a Hunt's Brothers pizza. And if you're in a hurry, just use the drive-thru. That's Ross Minute Mart on St. Genevieve Avenue in Farmington.
Back after the Farmington timeout. Farmington had a 50-yard run by the tailback Braden Bond into the end zone, but a hold call put him back 10 yards, and a quarterback sack put him back another 9 yards. 4th and 28 Knights, and they got to punt it away with 7:42 to play in the ball game. Right foot in over in. That's a good punt. Big coverage, and Farmington's going to have to. It hit the 35 and then took a mule bounce the other way. Farmington's going to field it on the 38-yard line. 1st and 10 Mules on their own 38. Coverage made possible by Grand Rental Station, Signs, etc., and Brailer Tire. 7:34 to play in the 4th. 13-0. Farmington leading Poplar Bluff. Mules are trying to get it on the scoreboard tonight. And I feel like they're going to before the end of this game. They're not done by a long shot. Farmington on a 4-3 defense. They're going to pull those safeties up just a little bit. And the quarterback Faust takes the snap. It's over his intended receiver, number 3, Russian. Russian was open, no pass protection, but a bad pass by the quarterback. Remember, the quarterback for Poplar Bluff, Cameron Meisner, is out on an injury. He's on the sideline on crutches, favoring that left leg. He has a wrap under his right knee, but now he's sitting on the bench. And with 7:32 to play in the ball game, it's a 2nd and 10 Poplar Bluff on their own 38. Knights lead this one in the fourth quarter 13-0, but they're playing defense a bit against this determined Mule team. The quarterback Faust takes a snap, left side pass. This time goes to Francisco, completed on the left side for a short gain of 5, but 5 is better than nothing. Farmington's got a player slow to get up on the sideline.
That brings up 3rd down.
An official timeout for injury.
An official timeout.
He was on his back at first and then keeled over. I think that is Dotson. It is Logan Dotson, number 80. As Logan is on his knees and helmet in the somewhat fetal position. 3rd and 5. It'll be the Mules on the Mule 44-yard line. A official timeout for an injury. 7:16 to play in the ball game. Knights lead 13-0. We're going to take an official's timeout with them. We'll be back in 60 seconds.
Are you new or returning to the biker scene? Not quite sure what you're doing? Stop by Steel Horse Junction in Farmington and let them guide you in this exciting lifestyle. At Steel Horse, they don't care what you ride, just as long as you do it safely. That's Steel Horse Junction in Farmington, the old log cabin at the junction of 32 and Highway 00, where we live to ride and ride to live.
Located in the Rosedale Plaza in Farmington, the Boulevard Styling Salon, Day Spa, and Tanning Studio offers many different services and products. Let them assist you in deciding on a new hairstyle, developing a golden tan, or pamper you when you want to relax. Your experience will be a pleasant one each time you visit. They provide an upscale environment with a laid-back atmosphere so everyone can feel right at home. The Boulevard Styling Salon, Day Spa, and Tanning Studio, located in the Rosedale Plaza in Farmington.
Welcome back, and at the line, the quarterback kept it, Faust, and then he's going to get back to the line of scrimmage after his pocket closed down. In on the tackle for the Farmington Knights, number 34, that is Gavin Duncan. Duncan on the tackle. It's a 4th and 4. Mules on their own 44. Mules are probably going to go for it. They need some points on this board tonight. They can't afford to wait for Farmington to go through another offensive drive. Nice lineup, 4-3 defense. And the snap's there by Faust. He goes right side, and a flag on the play. Ball is pitched out, and a flag on the play. The ball was a pitch move from the quarterback, pitched out to B-Win. Well, now we have an official call from North County, as DeSoto and North County are also going to postpone until tomorrow at 1 p.m.
Holding on the offense.
It's a hold on the offense, so a bad break for the Mules. That would have been a good pickup for a first down. A quick pitch back from the quarterback Faust to B-Win, and it almost fakes you out. I thought they had a sack on him, but Win rolls up and picks up some yardage, but an illegal hold on the offense is going to set him back. 6:25 to play to go here in the fourth quarter. It'll be a long 4th down and 14 for the Mules, now back on their 34 after they assess the penalty. 13-0. Farmington leads. Knights are on the defense, but are looking for a turnover on downs here, trying to stop the Mules from getting down into their end zone. Knights trying to put a shutout on the board tonight, but a determined Mule defense and offense are playing hard here. Split receivers by the Mules. 4th and 14 on the 34. They're going to go for it. The quarterback Faust passes, and it's over the top of the intended receiver, number 21, Elijah Dawson. Dawson couldn't put a hand on it, and no flag this time. And it's going to be a turnover on downs. Knights take over on the Mule 34 under 6 minutes to play. So now we have 3 games that have been postponed until tomorrow at 1 p.m. It'll be Hillsboro at Seckman, Fredericktown at Potosi, and DeSoto at North County, all postponed until tomorrow at 1 p.m. Unfortunate weather situation for those games played to our north after heavy rain and lightning showers moved through. 1st and 10 Knights on the Mule 34. Busenbark split and a hard hit and a flag comes in after the tailback, Braden Bond, goes right up the center. Looks like an injury also as number 45 for the Mules. That is Michael Kerr. He's favoring his right knee a little bit. Slow to get up, but he is moving around pretty fine under his own power. A flag on the play. Quarterback handed off to Braden Bond. Bond was headed up the center, and the flag comes in. Probably be an illegal hold on Farmington. They'll pick up the flag, and it is a penalty on the Knights. An illegal hold on the offense is going to set them back yet again 10 yards. Farmington's beat themselves up on these holding calls. Poplar Bluff has committed 10 total penalties tonight. Farmington has 5 penalties on the evening unofficially. 1st and 22 to go. Farmington on the Mule 46-yard line with under 6 minutes to play in the ball game. 2 receivers to the right, 1 to the left, 2 tailbacks, 1 to the right, 1 to the left. Busenbark takes a snap, hands it off to Braden Bond up the center, and he doesn't get anywhere. Maybe a pickup of 1 on the carry.
Braden Bond, the ball carrier.
Bond, the ball carrier, is going to pick up about a yard. Or maybe nothing. Got back to the line of scrimmage. He's going to go ahead and pick up a yard.
Short game, he's got a 2nd down.
2nd now and 21 to go. Ball's on the Mule 45-yard line. Farmington's looking off to the sideline. They got 16 seconds on the play clock. A no-huddle offense by the Knights. We've seen that for the last several years. Duncan on the right, Bond on the left. Busenbark with 2 wide receivers to the right, 1 to the far left. Busenbark's going to take the snap on the 2nd and 20. Flag on the play. Braden Bond rolls around the right side, gets back to the line of scrimmage. No gain, maybe a loss of a half a yard. Braden Bond, the ball carrier, is going to get the handoff from quarterback Busenbark. 5 minutes to play. We'll wait the official call. An illegal motion by the Knights is going to set them back. This will be the 6th penalty on Farmington for the evening. 13-0, your Farmington lead. 4:59 to play here in the ballgame. Farmington's at Jackson next week. We'll be in Jackson to cover that game for you on your radio and online, Froggy96online.com. Thanks for being a part of high school football on this Friday evening. Still waiting to see where they're going to down this ball at. They're going to keep it at the 45-yard line. It must have been an offsetting penalty, or it'll be a decline penalty, so it'll be a 3rd and still 21 to go. 3rd and 21, Farmington on the Mule 45-yard line. Busenbark takes a snap, and Busenbark gets back to the line of scrimmage, and a flag again on the play. Busenbark back up to the line of scrimmage. Nick Yoakum in on the tackle. We'll wait the official call. Busenbark got back up to the 44-yard line. Farmington's at Jackson for a conference game next week, Friday night, 7 p.m. Jackson's at Marquette tonight. Haven't heard any updates from the Jackson Indians. Join us for our pregame show next week. Looked like a face mask maybe. Face mask on the Mules. That'll give them their 11th penalty on the evening. First face mask of the ball game. And with 4:32 to play in this one, 13-0 Farmington's going to get out of a little bit of a jam. They pick up a few yards, but not many. Farmington with 20 seconds on the play clock. Trip receivers to the left, 1 to the right. Busenbark with Braden Bond was set and then looks off to the sideline. Offensive coordinators call it out. Now with 9 seconds on the play clock. Busenbark still looking off to the sideline. Now he sets with 4 seconds. Takes the snap. Busenbark hands it up and keeps it up the middle. He's going to get back to the line of scrimmage, a gain of 1. 3 postponed games on the evening. Hillsborough will play at Seckman. Fredericktown will play at Potosi. DeSoto will play at North County. All games postponed until tomorrow at 1 o'clock. We'll take an official water break, it looks like. 4th down, 14 to go, Farmington. Ball on the Mule 38-yard line, an official timeout for a break. 4:08 to play here in the ballgame. 13-0. Farmington leads. We'll be back in 30 seconds. Welcome back in the 4th quarter. 4 minutes, 8 seconds to play in the ball game. Farmington leads 13-0 as we had an official's timeout for a water break. Still some pretty decent rain showers moving across Highway 67 from Park Hills to Bonne Terre. Very heavy rain just north of Deloge between Bonne Terre and Deloge. Moving across there right around Poli Ready Mix. Here, a warm and boggy night. Farmington's going to punt it away on a 4th and 14 from the 38-yard line. It's deep back, fielded, and it's going to be caught in the end zone by number 5, Denzel Britton.
No return on the punt. Touchback.
It'll be a touchback for the Bluff Mules. Poplar Bluff next week is going to be home again with Cape Central. Cape Central Tigers tonight are playing Sykeston. Cape Central is at home tonight against the Sykeston Indians, or Sykeston Bulldogs, excuse me, Kennett Indians. That's what I was thinking about. 4 minutes to play here before the end of the 4th quarter. 1st and 10 for the Mules. Quarterback Faust hands it off, gives it off to B. Wynn. Wynn's going to gain about 1.5 yards on the play.
B. Wynn, the ball carrier. Short gain. Brings up second.
A gain of about 1. 3:49 to play in the ball game. 2nd and 8 to go. Ball's on the 22. Takes a snap. Looks around. Faust is in the air. It's a high pass. Over's intended to receiver by about 10 yards. Intended for Ross Russian. Single pass coverage by Farmington's Westbrook. Coverage made possible by Hood's Discount Home Center, along with Bella Two Salon, the Steel Horse Junction, and Clark Power Service. 3rd and 8 3rd and 8 Mules playing on their own 22-yard line. Play clock hits 18 seconds. Quarterback number 12, Faust. 3 wide receivers left side. He takes a snap, and it's going to be a quarterback sack. Quarterback sack is Farmington all over it.
B. Wynn, the ball carrier.
In on the tackle.
Brings up 4th down.
In on the tackle was number 58 for the Farmington Knights. That was Chase Fishback. Players in and off the field, and now a 4th and 13 Mules on their 17-yard line with 3:08 to play in the ball game. All right, looks like down to 9 seconds, and the Mules are going to punt this one away. Mules on a 4th and 13 on their 17. It's a end-over-end kick that's going to hit around the 41 and take a Mule bounce to the 50 across to the Farmington 49-yard line. And that's where Farmington will pick up a 1st and 10. Join us immediately after this game. We're going to go down on the field and talk to head coach Eric Krupe. It'll be quick. Down on the field, we're going to talk to head coach Eric Krupe right after this broadcast. So on our post-game show, stay tuned. We're going to talk to head coach Eric Krupe of the Farmington Knights about this game on our post-game show. Remember, you can watch this game Sunday afternoon, 3 p.m. on KDKZ18.com. We also stream it live Sunday afternoon at 3 at KDKZ18.com. The quarterback, Busenbark, puts it into Braden Bond. A flag on the play as Bond gets up to the 50, a gain of 1. Stops the clock with 2:39 to play in the ball game. 13-0, Farmington leads.
Tackle for no gain.
Tackle for little to no gain, maybe a half a yard, be a hold on the Knights on offense. Bad break for them again. This will be now the 7th penalty on the evening. So postponed games for tomorrow. Hillsborough at Seckman, Fredericktown's at Potosi, and DeSoto will be at North County, 1 p.m. kickoff times. Those games were all scheduled for this evening. We'll have coverage on 107.1 The Zone. A face mask called on the Knights. That's what the call is, not an illegal hold. Face mask Knights is the second face mask call in the evening. Sets him back. It'll be a first down and 23. Farmington on their own 37 with 2.5 to play. Busenbark takes a snap, hands it off, and a loss for Farmington as Braden Bond gets the handoff and goes back to the line of scrimmage for a loss of 2. Takes a hard hit from Michael Curl on defense for Poplar Bluff.
Brings up second down.
Second down and 25. It looks like a timeout with 2:22 to play. 13-0 Farmington leads after the timeout. We'll be right back in 60 seconds.
Everybody's favorite convenience store in Farmington is now under new ownership and new management. Ross Minute Mart on St. Genevieve Avenue in Farmington is the home of the 79-cent fountain soda. Any size, 79 cents. Roam the aisles to find something good to eat or drink, or chill out in the beer cave. Fuel your vehicle and your body with a cash discount on fuel, and then grab a Hunt's Brothers pizza. And if you're in a hurry, just use the drive-thru. That's Ross Minute Mart on St. Genevieve Avenue in Farmington.
You love to shop at Patsy's, Patsy's Furniture in Park Hills. There's something here for everybody. You're gonna love it, we know you will. We can give new life to every room, give your home a brand new feel. We love to shop at Patsy's, Patsy's Furniture in Park Hills.
After the timeout, Braden Bond's going to pick up around 6 on the play. It'll be a third down, 18 to go. Now Farmington at their own 42-yard line. Farmington with a couple of penalties. The face mask, the biggest one, set him back several yards. And now Farmington's got a lot of yards to play in just a short amount of time. 1:48 to play in the ball game, but Farmington has the lead at 13-0. 2 wide receivers to the right, 1 to the near side left. Busenbark hands it to Bond. Bond looks for an open gap, and he's got nowhere. He's going to lose 4 on the play. And not really what you want to see at the end of the ball game as far as the handoff from quarterback to tailback, because right now this Busenbark handoff to Braden Bond is just not working out for him. Poplar Bluff is going to call a timeout with 1:34 to play, trying to do anything they can to save this ball game. 13-0 the score. 30-second timeout. We're back right after this.
When you need the right tool, you can come see us. Grand Rental Station, for professional advice that you can trust. Grand Rental Station, everything that you'll ever need is right here in our store. You know we've got it all and so much more. We're the folks to see for all your rental needs. Grand Rental Station.
Welcome back after the Poplar Bluff timeout with 1:34 to play here in the fourth quarter. It's a 13-0 ball game. Bluff burning the timeout. Farmington on a 4th and 22. Ball's on the Farmington Knight 38-yard line. They're going to punt it away. Back deep to receive for the Mules is number 5, Denzel Britton. Right leg off of Kraus, goes end over end. Britton's going to get it to the 24. He's going to field it, runs right side, up to the 25, to the 30. Britton off to the races, to the 40. Britton up to the 50. Wide open gap. Poplar Bluff down to the 20. It's all but there. 5. Touchdown. Denzel Britton. And a flag on the play back at the 31-yard line. What a heartbreaker, Mule fans. Holy cow. Denzel Britton doing his job, returning that ball. But a flag on the play is most likely going to bring this one back. A 1:12 to play in the ball game. What a return. That's the best return we've seen in the ball game so far. They've all been in the end zone. The penalty, we're waiting to see the official call. With 1:12 to play here in the fourth quarter. And Poplar Bluff has burned all their timeouts, I do believe. Britton returned it, fielded it at the 24-yard line, and then ran all the way down to the end zone. So, wow. 76-yard return is what it would be. And the penalty is on the Mules. Legal block of the return. And it'll be a 1st and 10 Mules back on their own 22-yard line with 1:12 to go. The quarterback, sophomore, Faust, takes the snap. Looks left side, and he almost got tackled in the pocket. Then he does get sacked from behind. It'll be a loss on the play. Running up from behind for the Farmington Knights defense, number 68. That is Jacob Cluck on the quarterback sack. Under 50 seconds to play in this ball game. 13-0 is your lead. Second down after a loss of 2, 2nd and 12. B win up the middle, and it's going to be a hard closing gap. Farmington's defense closed down that center lane and crushes it around and wins, but a pickup of around 3.5 yards on the play. Now with just 20 seconds to play, 16 seconds on the play clock. The quarterback, sophomore, number 12, Zane Frost, takes his snap, and it's in the air but then dropped in the hands of Rosh Rushton. He had the hand on it at the 36, and then it came out of his hands. He would have been off to the races for sure. Rushton on the incomplete pass on a 3rd down and 7 to go. It'll be a 4th and 7. Mules on the 25. 8.2 seconds to play in the ball game. 13-0 Farmington score. Again, stay tuned. Immediately following, we'll be joined on the field by Farmington head coach Eric Krupe, and Farmington's going to burn a timeout, it looks like. A timeout Knights with 8.2 seconds, trying to protect that end zone on a possible Hail Mary situation and keep Bluff off the scoreboard tonight. Poplar Bluff with 2 wins on the season in weeks 1 and 2. Fox a win 35-21. They were at Dexter last week, a 10-point win, 30-20. Again, next week we are in Jackson. And then in week 5, Sykeston's at Farmington. Exciting coverage of high school football. Remember, you can watch this game Sunday at 3, KDKZ Channel 18, KDKZ18.com, where we stream it at high definition live. You can also pull up our YouTube channel, KDKZ18. Find us on YouTube. You can watch all of our games for the Knights season. 4th and 7, Mules on the 25-yard line. They've got a long way to go, 8.2 seconds to play, and they're going to go for it. Deep coverage by the Knights here. They've got setback coverage. Left side, and it's incomplete and intercepted into the hands of Farmington's number 4, Braden Bond. But it stops it with 2.9 seconds. Braden Bond on the interception will be the 3rd interception of the night. Farmington with 2 interceptions. Bluff had 1 in the 3rd quarter. As our game reaches now 3 hours and 40 minutes of playtime. Should be 2 hours and 40 minutes. And it'll be 1st and 10 Knights with 2.9 seconds. They lead 13-0. They'll play on the 25-yard line of the Poplar Bluff Mules. Just need to take the victory knee and take a win for this one. Again, stay tuned immediately following the game. We're going to go down on the field, talk to head coach Eric Krupe of the Farmington Knights. We will do that immediately following this game. Victory knee, and it is done. Farmington improves to 2 wins and 1 loss on the season. Poplar Bluff falls to 2 wins and 1 loss on the season. As both teams meet at the center of the football field to shake hands, your final score, Farmington 13, Poplar Bluff nothing. We're going to take a timeout. Stay with us. When we come back, we'll be joined by Eric Krupe of the Farmington Knights on the postgame show right after this. Stay with us.
Everybody's favorite convenience store in Farmington is now under new ownership and new management. Ross Minute Mart on St. Genevieve Avenue in Farmington is the home of the 79-cent fountain soda. Any size, 79 cents. Roam the aisles to find something good to eat or drink, or chill out in the beer cave. Fuel your vehicle and your body with a cash discount on fuel, and then grab a Hunt's Brothers pizza. And if you're in a hurry, just use the drive-thru. That's Ross Minute Mart on St. Genevieve Avenue in Farmington.
You love to shop at Patsy's Furniture in Park Hills. There's something here for everybody. You're gonna love it, we know you will. We can give new life to every room, give your home a brand new feel. You love to shop at Patsy's Furniture in Park Hills.
Back, welcome down to the field. 14-0 your final score, joined by head coach of the Farmington Knights, Eric Krupe. Coach, let's recap the game. An exciting first start with that interception, right?
What we wanted to do is we wanted to start quick, just like last week against North County. We wanted to start fast, and that interception right off the bat really sparked us. We were able to get the field goal, which got us a lead. It wasn't a touchdown, but it was a lead, and we never relinquished it. And then we were able to get another stop and put our offense in good field position and get up 10-0 early. And I think when we were able to establish that two-score lead in the first quarter, our kids really gained a lot of confidence from that, and we just fed off it from there.
You know, Kraus put a couple ones in the uprights tonight for some important. And, you know, I think he's really improved there with his kicking abilities in the last couple of weeks. It was good to see him before the game really putting his leg into it really hard. Yeah, it was good to get off Schneid. You know, we were 0 for 2 last week at that, and we came back and to come and be 2 for 2 was huge, especially that first one again to get us that lead. And almost as important, if not more important than that, was the ability to kick that ball into the end zone on all our kickoffs. 20-yard line was huge because we were winning the field position battle the entire game, and against a team like Bluff, you've got to be able to do that. A great game overall. I mean, a low-scoring game, and it got down to be the third, fourth quarter. What did you guys think about and talk about in the locker room at halftime? It was a long halftime, and what were you guys thinking coming out and knowing that you had the football? It was kind of rough going into the half, knowing that you had some big penalties. Well, at halftime, offense made some adjustments. Coach Eves got in there and talked about what we needed to do to try to move the ball more efficiently in the second half, and defensively we just wanted to alert them for what we would see in the second half, because after how we played in the first half, we would talk with them about, okay, we've seen this, now the complementary play off of that will be, and we need to be prepared for it, and then beyond that, just penalties, we don't want to harp on you too much, but penalties, when you can get into the end zone twice and you got to get pulled back on the holds, that's something you guys are going to talk about. And you're going to have penalties in whatever game you play, but it's something that could have made or break our football game. We'll evaluate the film and see what they look like. We couldn't see anything on the field. We'll watch film, and film doesn't lie, and we'll see what happened. Yeah, you can never see it. You guys are on the sideline, and it's great to be up by your other coaching staff. They've got a great vantage point. There were some opportunities where you guys got to stop the clock, readdress some things. Going into the fourth quarter, able to reset that football. It's great that your coaching staff has that extra eye in the sky, just like other teams, but they really work hard for you up there. You put coaches in the box because you've got a better view. They can see more things than we can see on the field. And so when they're able to relay information to us, it helps us, the guys that are on the sideline, make adjustments, make better calls, things of that nature. You think it pretty well hurt? I mean, Poplar Bluff losing their quarterback because of an injury. How did you think that their reserve quarterbacks did? Well, I feel bad for their starter. You never want to see a kid hurt, and you always want to play against the team's best. That he's healthy for them next week. I respect Poplar Bluff and their staff, and I hope he's healthy as can be next Friday night. Our mindset and defense didn't matter who's out there. We were going to get our stops and get off the field. Doesn't matter who's out there playing that quarterback position. You guys are coming out there to stop him no matter what. Talk about Jackson next week. You guys go to Jackson for another conference game. Best football team we face up to this point in the season. They're extremely well coached. Extremely talented. It'll be a bear, and we told our kids that here after the game. Hey, if you enjoy how this field, you just be ready to bring it next week. hey, congratulations, a 2 wins so far on this season. It's always good to get those wins on here, and it was great to see. Anybody really stand out on the football field as far as offense or defense goes?
Everybody on defense. They played their hearts out, and they kicked some butt.
They really did. Coach, I guess some guys want to talk to you as well, so I'll let you get to them.
Okay, sounds good. Thank you.
We'll see you next week at Jackson, Coach. Thank you very much, and good luck to them. And I'm definitely going to get out of the way because he's getting an ice bucket for sure. And congratulations to head coach Eric Krupe. As you see the team with the Gatorade bucket out here, what an exciting time, and glad that we could get that on the radio too. And it was, man, I'm glad I didn't have to do the ALCS ice bucket challenge. That looked cold. Awesome time tonight here in Poplar Bluff. We want to thank our sponsors. Thanks to our listeners who make this possible. It really is a pleasure to be a part of this football program and to watch these kids accelerate. To the parents, the fans, to everybody involved, we want to say thank you so much. And thanks to head coach Eric Krupe for what he does for the radio station as well. A final 13-0. 2 wins on the year, 1 loss in week number 1. They head to Jackson in their second conference game. Next Friday night, 7 o'clock, we got some postponed games from tonight. It'll be Hillsboro at Seckman coming up tomorrow at 1. Also other games in the area, it'll be DeSoto at North County, and then Fredericktown plays also tomorrow afternoon at 1 o'clock at Potosi. Those are our 3 postponed games until 1 p.m. tomorrow evening. For Fred Jr. back in the studios of Froggy 96 in Farmington, Missouri, for Dustin Kopp, Dave Ward, Sam Lawson, everybody who makes high school football possible on your radio, online, and worldwide, we want to say thank you so much. So long, good night, and God bless from Poplar Bluff.
This has been Farmington Knights football on KDKZ Channel 18. Be sure to watch it anytime at kdkz18.com.